Carmen Hayes in the building. Y'all see Carmen?
Right. Yeah. You know,
About to dig into these notes.
where's the stripper
What you
ball
doing
at?
over there, Andy? Andy, what you doing over there? Hey, say hi to everybody.
What up? I just put my hair down for y'all.
Andy getting prepared.
Oh, we got. You know what? I'm gonna save that for when we start.
What?
You guys got
It's
all
always-
eyes on you.
No, this
Right,
always.
right.
It always happens like this though. Like.
What happens like what?
You're being
I'm
very,
about to,
very
I'm about to let you
vague
know
right
when
now.
we start.
Oh, okay.
What's
Oh,
up, y'all? What's up?
She got the cork.
Hey.
Suspense.
You know, gotta get my alcohol. Gotta get my drink on.
Tree, did you post this on Urban X Instagram?
I think so. I posted on the story.
Oh, okay. You
But
didn't
you
make
can
a
post
regular.
that we are live right now in the call-in number. That
You going
way-
live on
I mean, we're
Urban
about
X?
to go live as
You on
soon as
Urban
we're
X
ready.
Awards?
No, yeah, I'm live on Urban X Awards.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You can post that, the call-in number and all of that good stuff.
On the, I don't know how to do that.
Oh my Lord Jesus!
You talking about
know
on
how to-
story?
not on story? No, on here.
You sound old school.
How do you
right,
do that?
Right here, on regular. Just post the flyer.
Do it, because I don't know how to.
What? You
I don't know how to
do.
do
You
that.
do the post. Where's the picture at? Go, just grab the flyer.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah, okay.
Okay, absolutely. What is Carmen is over here trying to lick my ear?
I'm always gonna be nasty, bitch.
Why? Why are you trying to lick my ear?
I'm always gonna be nasty.
You remember when Angel used to chase me around the house?
We was trying to get you.
Who?
I said,
We're gonna talk about these stories. We got old school stories.
You guys are like having a lot of stuff in your pocket ready to pull out, I feel like.
Yeah, 'cause we
Nasty.
go way back. We're
Way back.
Okay.
Alright.
I
You guys about ready to rock?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna count you in.
Hey, hey.
And we are live. It's Freaky Fridays, and we are back once again in studio.
It is Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday.
I'm Gianna Taylor.
She's Gianna Taylor, and I am Alexander DeVoe. And in studio, we have special guests.
The lovely Carmen Hayes, Tittylicious over here. And she covering up the titties
You call her
today.
Tittylicious?
Tittylicious.
Still
She-
see them. They kind of robust.
I mean,
Tittylicious.
but you hold. This is supposed to have like a
Hole in
V
it
there,
somewhere?
so you can see
I didn't know
the
that.
titties.
I didn't know it was
you
a
know.
live
The titties.
feed.
First
yo.
of all, come on now.
The titties?
Well, Andy got her titties out. We got.
Yeah. It's,
Oh, we
it's
also-
City Day.
And we also have in studio, sitting next to me, to my left, we have the beautiful, the lovely breastises of...
Andy Ray.
Did you like forget her name? real
Yeah,
fast?
no,
He was like,
her
"Look
name is
at
Breast.
her."
Her
I'ma
name
let
is
her
Lovely
ask her.
Breastises.
No, I'm going
Lovely
to let her
breastises
do her
of-
own introduction.
Nah, he
'Cause-
did. You
I
forgot her
appreciate
name.
it.
This is, I'm noticing a recurring theme here at Freaky Fridays, and that is that I'm always surrounded by pairs of breastises of different sizes. Like today we have Carmen. You okay?
Carmen,
Look.
What size titties do you have?
Now let me guess. Let me guess. Okay, I can guess.
Go ahead.
I can guess these titties.
He gonna guess them because he's had to
Okay.
go bra shopping for Carmen plenty of times.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
Now,
Look who just showed up on the scene.
Oh shit, Mr. Marcus just
Speaking of Freaky
walked
Fridays.
He is really on time.
Look,
I can't
look,
believe
he
it.
is only 7 minutes late.
since
Y'all see
Marcus
this?
is late, Marcus is late, but he's on time.
No.
He's on
Marcus,
time.
Marcus is on.
He's on time.
motherfucking time.
And-
it's only 7 minutes.
He's on time.
Listen, Marcus, the grace period was 10 minutes, and Marcus
10 minutes.
made it. you made it.
But check this out.
No,
You
we
know
got-
you know what you're on time for on
Hey.
Freaky Fridays, right? Freaky Fridays.
Yeah.
No.
What you on time
Yeah.
for?
The backdoor key. It's introduction to the backdoor key
Oh,
today.
Lord.
What's the backdoor key? I want to know.
Backdoor.
So,
Wait, what?
What
so
the hell is that?
You
We're
don't know
gonna
the
have to
backdoor
talk
key?
about the backdoor key, and I should have brought the product, but I didn't know every week we were gonna go.
Yeah, just for
ahead and
Marcus.
talk to,
Backdoor key.
Talk about backdoor
Today.
Key.
Freaky
But,
Fridays.
okay. I'll
So
tell you guys what
let
the
me explain to
backdoor
Marcus
key
what the
is.
backdoor key
Okay,
is.
you go ahead.
Because, okay, we have a tradition here at Freaky Fridays. Like, you know, for the new guests, the new male guests, the females get to use a pegging device of their choice, aided by the backdoor key. So since you're the new guy on the block,
His face is like, yeah, no.
Wait, whoa.
Nah, man.
Wait,
Okay, so the
Is it just me?
backdoor key
it's
is,
just me.
Yeah, I think it's just
you
you.
know. Okay. You
try to
Jan
get
and
me.
I discovered this new product by the Hidden Bolt, right?
Right.
So
New
they
product.
gave us product, and one of them's called the backdoor key,
Right.
and it's like this anal oil
I-
or
Anal
I
oil.
like the idea, the concept of
Right,
it. Because,
so-
that
women.
there are people who want to get involved in that. That's
right.
what it's
So and
gonna
it's
do.
like
Right.
it's like for the everyday person. It's not like targeted towards the adult industry. It's like for the everyday couple or everyday person that wants to try anal and they're afraid to try anal. So
Right,
it I
right.
guess it numbs their ass. So they.
But then
Does
they can't
it?
even feel what's going on. What's the
Where
point?
was this when I needed it when I did my first anal scene?
No. You're gonna feel
Yeah.
it when it goes inside, but you're gonna.
Now,
it
how do you-
numbs it so
how do
it
you know
doesn't
that?
hurt. I mean, I don't know. I
Maybe you
haven't
feel
tried
like
you
it.
the
haven't tried?
pressure and not the pain.
Right. Maybe it's something like that.
Pressure.
So
See, you're
they
over
had.
there.
You might
This
you
is
feel the
some
pressure.
bullshit.
and
I
not
do
the
anal,
pain.
so I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking about
Okay,
it. I'm like,
so,
yeah.
Yeah,
Andy does
so-
anal.
So you don't
we
need.
had Carmela Clutch and who else did we have in studio?
Oasis.
We had Oasis in studio, and Dee Dee the Great actually tried out the anal key,
Did
the
she?
backdoor key.
She tried.
She tried it out, and she was talking about it without knowing that I had the product here, and I was like, oh shit, so you really tried it? Like I just got the product, and she tried it,
What
and
does it
she
look
said it
like?
was great. Well, it's just like this.
It's clear. I think
just,
it's clear, right?
It's
a
a
lube?
It's like a lube.
Yeah.
It's like a lube.
It's not
It's an
actual
oil
key.
base. It's oil base. No, it's not like an actual key.
I didn't know if it was a plug.
Yeah,
or
it's not like a key or a
Yeah.
plug that you stick up your ass.
The key to
stretcher.
open it up.
But you know
To
what? They
open.
might want to. We want to throw out some ideas. They might want to get like a butt plug, like with
Right.
a key at the end, so it comes with your backdoor
Something.
key,
I think
like a
so.
butt
I like-
plug
I like
and the
the
backdoor
idea.
key
I think
lube.
it's pretty
That
dope.
would be dope. So you just
They can keep going, keep
You know.
branding, keep making products,
Hey, they
making
can
money.
keep making
I mean,
products.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all of the girls that were in here that day, they ganged up on Mr. DeVoe over
I
here.
mean, you know,
and
they
they
were
were talking about pegging and
Right.
trying to peg him. with,
setting the date to pegging to happen.
Yeah,
Right,
and they were going to
right.
use the backdoor keys.
I don't know what that is though. Like
You
everybody,
would've-
all
you
the
would've
women
took all
try
of
to.
them out.
No,
trying
I'm
to
just
shit
saying
like
like
that.
all of them try to peg me.
You tagged somebody. I know
Did-
you have.
Oh, you know I have. I'll get the camera off camera.
I've
Have you
actually
done-
even
The
fisted a
camera
guy's
turned
ass.
around.
Like I went all the way up to like
Wait a minute.
my
Andy
elbow.
said you did what?
I fisted a dude's ass before, so
What?
yeah,
Wait,
I've like
you-
gone.
What was that
Wow.
Fisted a-
Yeah.
Andy's
Is that
fisted
legal?
a guy's
Dude.
ass.
Is that
Yeah,
legal?
It's gonna be the name of a book.
Well, I don't. Okay, we're gonna keep going, but.
No,
I was
for
just
real.
wondering.
Why
How
would
did
it be
you-
illegal
right, how'd
though?
you-
Well, no, I'm really kinky. So like, what you do is you just take a whole. He has disposable lube bottles, like little single-use bottles. You take the whole bottle, you squeeze the whole bottle up his ass, and then you put lube all over a glove. You should get an elbow-length glove. Just saying. You should then put.
Oh, she got
all
hint,
over the
hints and
glove,
clues,
Work
tips
your
and
way
techniques.
In. I have a small hand, so like I can work in. I have tiny wrists. It works out. Like.
Yeah, I can see that. That's
So
Alright.
you
that's
just
smart.
You can?
okay. So
You
you
can see
work
that?
your way in there.
You work your way in,
I
and then
see.
once
She got
it
little
goes
bitty
pop,
hands, she got
like
that
you're
little
in,
wrist- that
and then
little
you can
wrist.
just go.
Oh my God.
like-
so-
Wait, that's
oh.
more than a fist. You're talking about a fist and a
Yeah.
wrist.
Yeah, I went up.
Fist
Like,
in
it
the
almost
wrist.
hit the top of the
That's what I'm
glove. So
saying.
you really
Whoa,
need
wait.
elbow
So
length.
you
I
put
saw
damn
that.
near.
My arm. I was like,
She put her
arm
arm.
fucking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know if that's a different
Yeah.
term though.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
one,
that's
So-
we. I think you came
Hey,
up
man,
with a new
on my
term.
television.
You should write this down.
Arm
This
fucking?
is
I think
right.
we're
I
gonna
don't
call
know.
that arm fucking. She wasn't
Yeah.
fisting. She was arm fucking.
Arm
Yeah.
fucking.
Okay, we made up.
Okay,
A,
so-
Andy made up a new term. She was arm fucking.
That's
She was not
that's
fisting.
illegal. Y'all
So-
don't do that.
So
Well,
was
I
that the
think it-
first time you did something like that, or just?
Somebody
Some
wants
states.
to ask Carmen a question real fast. They wanted to know if you were drunk or high in the scene with Kitten and did anal.
What is this? Drunk
She
or
said she was mad. He said she was mad slurring her words during the scene. Carmen, was you
Did
drunk
you-
or
did you
high?
get some drink
I
in?
don't know. Sometimes
That was a long motherfucking
Wait a minute.
It
time.
was.
Did I
We
shoot?
talking about
Did I shoot
Carmen
your
and
first?
Kitten.
you tried my first anal, and that was
I
the
did?
first one. That was the one with LT.
Was it?
Yeah, that was the LT one, but that was for like what it was with I don't know.
Was
But,
it? Did I shoot
but
your
you
first?
shot my first one, yeah,
Oh.
with Jules Jordan,
I
yeah.
had a lot of firsts. Yeah,
You sure
a lot of
did.
first anals. Yeah.
You got that.
But you
got
did a
my
D- you did a
first
DP
anal?
in that.
Yeah, I did it. No, I didn't. No, the devil is a lie. I did
You're
not do a
saying
devil is
DP.
a lie.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
did.
Have you
I've
ever
only
done a
done-
DP?
No, I've only done anal.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you know she.
I don't do the
got
tag
Did
team.
they try to do it?
I'll
DP?
tag team somebody, but I'm not gonna get tag team.
But did they try to do it to you, like a DP?
Hell no, they know not to test me. They already know about this gangster over here.
But I thought like, okay, Andy, you can
One
answer
at a
the question.
time.
What?
You done anal? You do
Dude,
anal?
I've done so much shit. Like, I've done anal. It was the first. It was actually I had a dick in my ass before my pussy. Like, if we want to
Really?
get into that.
You started off
Oh,
like
you
that.
one
I
of
started
those.
with
How
anal.
old
Wow,
were you?
like
she
that.
just-
So
How old
I've
were you?
never like been scared of anything really sexually.
Since
Like,
then,
I
yeah.
was kinky before porn.
Now,
and
how
so
old
porn is-
were when you first did your first?
I don't know if I should say
Anal.
that.
Go ahead.
Why?
Like,
Wait,
it's okay.
Is that awkward?
Yeah.
Listen.
No.
When I
why?
did my first anal,
Yeah.
I was 15.
Oh, I thought you
Really?
gonna say like
In some
10.
states,
like
that's
9.
legal.
It's some
Yeah.
states.
Some
Yeah.
states that's
Yeah.
We were
legal.
both
Yeah, I
underage,
think
so
that-
technically it was like.
Wait, he was
15
underage
or
too?
16.
That was it a hot mess? I want to know.
So
How did
y'all
this
were
go?
just
I don't know if it's
experimenting.
don't
You
even
guys,
know
it
if
was
it's more.
traumatic. I mean, do you really want to know what happened?
So,
Yeah, go ahead,
yeah,
tell
we
us.
do. We
It
want
was
to know what
traumatic.
happened because why would you just skip?
Because I think he didn't know what hole he was fucking.
Oh, so it was
Oh.
an
Straight into
accidental
my
anal.
So you want to give? You
And
let him.
then-
Were you
off the hook.
confused
I didn't
too?
say no.
Were you
Yeah,
confused?
I
Oh,
never
okay. I
had
wanted to
it.
make
It
sure. I'm
was-
like,
it
how
was
did she?
dry,
How did she
and
put him
so-
confuse her ass?
He ended up
Oh.
injuring my tailbone, and I couldn't sit straight for 3 months. So fucking
Damn.
use lube when you have anal.
Yeah, anal key is
Oh,
very
shit.
important.
You can literally
Or
injure
backdoor
the
key.
tailbone because
I
the
bet he
skin is
liked that
pulling
shit,
in,
though.
and like the bone, like
How old
I
was he?
couldn't- Same age as me.
Oh, okay.
15.
Okay, so your
15.
first
Lord.
sexual experience was a traumatic experience.
Yes.
Did you?
Sounds
Okay,
like it.
so you were
Yeah.
you were fucked up for like 3 months. So needless
Yeah.
to say, you didn't have sex again for 3 months, right? So
I didn't have sex again for years.
Oh,
Yeah.
for
Wow.
years.
Oh,
Oh, so that was it was
That
that,
makes
You were,
so
traumatic.
much
you were
sense.
like, this ain't.
Mhm.
I don't like.
That makes
sex.
so
And then when I
much
was in
sense.
college, he's like, I'm so sorry for what I did. And
Oh.
I was like, oh yeah, whatever. And then like my friends were like, you know that was fucked up what he did, right?
Right,
Like you should
right,
have like, fucking
right.
accepted that apology.
Yeah.
That's fucked
Call
up.
that motherfucker right now.
You
But
think he did it on purpose? Do you think
Oh,
he
he's
did it
such
on
an
purpose?
instigator.
I mean, because he was
Stingy.
young. You guys were
He
15
could have
years
stopped
old.
once he realized what hole he was in.
Well,
Why
how
is
long did it take him to-
dry?
how
like,
long?
It doesn't loop.
I mean, how long was he in it before he
Like
realized?
5 minutes maybe.
Oh,
Oh,
well.
it
5
didn't last.
Maybe.
It was in
late.
his
Maybe.
grandma's
Oh, it's too late.
basement.
Y'all might as well
This is
just
the
keep being
weirdest
great.
fucking shit.
At
So
that
they
point.
doing anal in his grandma's
Yeah.
Yeah,
basement.
we went down to go
You
get a
was just
soda.
kinky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
bet it was
nasty.
his best day of his
I
life.
like you. You
Okay,
nasty,
so
girl.
so here's the question.
like redheads,
Here's
too.
the question.
So
So
you know.
since you said it was like a year or so before you had sex again.
I mean, I was right before I turned 18.
Okay.
She said years, so that was
Years.
like 3
Okay,
years.
years.
almost,
So when
like
you
identical.
when you got into sex again, was it kinky from the beginning, or did you have to work yourself up to that point where you started doing kinky stuff?
The guy I lost my virginity to, he was like a little baby, so it was like whatever. But once I got into college, I fucked my former. This is bad. Maybe I should just say this.
Just
Yeah,
say
you
it.
should- You
Say
should
it.
say it.
I-
for
It's
sure.
Freaky
This is
Friday.
crazy.
Totally should say
This
it.
is 12 years ago. I fucked my former drumline instructor.
Oh.
Nice.
And he ended up choking me so bad. He didn't know how to do it properly, and so I was bruised all around my neck the next morning. I remember loving it the night before.
Right.
He's choking the fuck out of me, like very rough. Some of the roughest sex I think I've ever had. But the
Right.
next morning, I could barely turn my head. Like it was not the good kind of rough.
Oh, you was
There's a-
prepped for porn
You
already.
know
I know.
That's
and so
killer.
when I've
I
had,
like that.
I've
You
had
like- you
needles
like
through my
getting choked
nipples,
too?
needles through my
Yeah, that's
labia.
kinda
I've been
nice.
choked out till I
Yeah,
pass out. I've done
sweet.
fire
That's
play,
what's up.
wax play, knife play. Like I've been waterboarded. Like
I don't know
I've
about that
done
knife
all-
play.
Water.
She said she just
You
had
bring yours
needles
down, I'll
through
bring
her
mine.
She said
nipples.
she
Yeah,
said she
and
been,
labia.
She said she been waterboarded.
Yeah.
What does that
Wait,
mean?
what the fuck is a waterboard?
Oh yeah.
He
I'm-
put a washcloth on my face and poured water on it.
Wait,
What was it- what was
whoa,
that
whoa, whoa! They do that.
Oh, I thought
That's
it-
torture, ain't that?
It was
A
consensual.
torture tactic? Wait a minute.
No, it was consensual. That was after we did the fire
A
play and the
consensual
wax
torture
play. and the
tactic.
play,
I kinda
So it was a
wanna
whole
do that.
scene,
I
and
wanna
he
try
ended
that.
with the water.
It's motherfucking Freaky
Wow.
Fridays up
Freaky
there.
Friday.
Yeah, that's
We got-
this is really
we got
Freaky
some
Friday.
freaky ass stories.
So
It's
porn
Freaky
is nothing
Friday.
to me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just
so,
like.
so check
You're
it out.
built for porn.
Yeah.
Sure are.
If people have like really over the top kinky stories, call in. Call in.
Yeah, I want to know if I'm
Call it
alone
numbers.
here. Like I've never met anyone. as kinky
you
as
ain't
me,
alone.
like-
You got
Call
part-
it number.
Wait,
Call
you
it
got
number
part-
You
is.
had anal sex at 15 too?
Let me get the call out.
No,
Let
I
me
didn't
get
have
the call in
anal
number.
sex at
Call in number is
15.
818
914.
4087.
Make sure y'all call in. Carmen,
Yes.
what's the freakiest shit you ever done? We gonna go around the table here.
We're gonna see.
Okay.
Please.
Well, done is because done to me is different. But done, well, I do love my slaves and I love to fuck them in
Ooh.
their ass, so it's a good thing.
She said,
Oh, wait,
done
so
to me.
Done to me
Kinky.
and done.
Done.
Okay.
No, not done to me. Doing to others.
So you
Do unto
put a
others.
strap on.
I need, to, I
Yeah.
need to examine this
Fuck.
phenomenon
Oh, so
carefully.
Carmen's a pegger.
She's a top.
So
I am a top. That's right.
Yeah.
Fem dom.
Yeah,
all
femme
the
dom.
way.
Yeah.
She said,
How did
for
you-
life?
how did you
For
get
life.
into fucking dudes in the ass? And
Yeah.
Well, actually-
how did you feel the first time you
You
did
know
it?
what? Oh man, let me tell you who really got me into that shit. Remember Pussy Man?
Yeah, I do.
I started
I
off
saw
with peeing.
David Christopher.
Yeah. I started off doing scenes for him, peeing on him, And then one day it just kind of like led to some other shit. Like
He likes
That's
that
what
shit?
happens.
oh yeah, he love that. He love it when you
does.
pee.
Is
Oh
he still
hell
alive?
yeah.
Is he still alive?
He used to drink my shit.
Yeah, little
You know,
freak. Wait,
I quenched this
yeah.
thirst.
He used
Yeah.
to drink your piss, so
Yes.
you used to
I've had a guy do that too. It's
Yes.
hot.
Wait.
Scenes,
Hot.
scenes.
So
I used to
wait.
beat the shit out of him.
Wait,
too.
hold on. Like Pussy Man would piss.
No, I would piss on him.
Oh, you piss in a
his
cup?
mouth. Hell
in his
no.
mouth.
He was my
Yeah.
human toilet.
Wow.
Does he want everybody to know this?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
He has. This, he gets paid for this shit. What you mean?
This
You
ain't,
didn't
this
know?
ain't no secret.
I didn't know.
Oh. Huh?
Okay, so
I knew he was a freak though.
what I always
no
try to
secret.
what I
This
always
ain't no secret.
what I always try to find out is okay. The first time somebody asked you to do something like that, like how do you react to that? If
I
you've
was
never done it
excited.
before? Really? That
Hell
turned you?
yeah.
You were excited.
Yeah, because they didn't ask for me
You
to pee
cannot
on me.
hide it.
They didn't ask to pee on me. They asked for me to pee on
I'm
them.
So it wasn't hard for you to
I'm
do
about
that.
pay
Hell
this
no,
dude.
I
You
wasn't.
just
It wasn't.
piss.
I can't do the other thing. I can't poop. I can't do the number 2 though.
Oh, somebody tried to
That's
get you
not
to do
happening. Yeah,
That's
they
the
did,
money's
but I was
at.
like, that's not gonna
No,
happen.
I think that belongs in the toilet.
Yeah, it
anyways.
does.
Now, Carmen, why do you like fucking dudes and ass like with strap-ons?
Empowerment.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Now, do you wish you had a dingling? Like a
No,
swing?
not at all. I love dick. I love to get dick down. So no, I don't.
You don't.
You know, I would never take that away from you guys. But you know,
Please
for
don't.
all my for all my little bitch boys out there, all my little bitch boys, I got you.
Yes.
Oh, you want some dom shit? Like
Yeah.
you trying to hurt a motherfucker? Like
Yeah, because he likes it. They like it. One time I took
They
I
like
took a barbed wire and wrapped it around this guy's dick. And
That
yeah.
made me react.
Yeah, and then like
Oh.
like this claw, it was like a sharp claw, right? And I would scrape his balls with it, like scrape until it's kind of like bleeding a little
But
bit.
that's like nice
Kinda
way.
bleeding.
You said
You
you're
know
like,
that shit
She's
was
excited
bleeding all
talking
over the
about
place.
it.
It
It's
wasn't
just
bleeding all over the place. Like little scrapes, like little scratches, little
And he
likes
little
that shit?
abrasions, if you will.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, abrasions.
Yeah,
okay.
you
But
know?
but he liked that.
He loved it. He would nut so hard after like
Yeah.
10
we
minutes.
talking
of that.
about pussy man?
Nah, this is
Wow.
like
Oh,
a
some other
slave.
dude.
This is one of
A
my
random dude.
slaves.
Okay, so one guy said fucking men in the ass is a power trip. Do you guys think that that's what it is?
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, who
Yeah.
you
It's
asking?
reversing the roles.
Who
and,
you
like,
who you asking?
have
I mean, you ain't
control.
asking.
Right,
me,
right,
my-
Well,
right.
I mean, I
It
mean,
ain't
it
a power
depends
trip
who's
for me.
over here
No.
fucking motherfuckers in the
Yeah.
I ain't trying to
ass.
fuck no dude.
Are y'all fucking dudes in the ass? No. So we ain't talking to y'all then. Now, Marcus, you've been in the game for a minute, right?
It's like-
Okay, yeah,
I know, what it's like.
we gonna segue to Mr. Marcus.
You about to ask Marcus if he got bored
Mr.
fucking
Marcus ain't
bitches?
fucking nobody in the ass. So,
I ain't fucking
okay,
nobody.
so you've been in the game for a minute. What's the most freakiest shit that you've done, you've seen, like?
If he don't tell the
Enlighten
story, I'm about
us.
to tell it.
Because I know this motherfucker.
Yeah,
got
maybe,
stories.
maybe you should tell it because it ain't freaky to me.
Well, it's freaky
Okay.
to everybody else, so it's not freaky to you.
Let's see.
Like,
Let's
you
see if
don't-
Marcus remembers this story. Okay, remember this shit called Black Cravings, right? We used to do these shits like it'd be like one girl, like one blonde girl, blue eyes, whatever, and then like 5 or 6 black dudes, 5 or 6
Blonde- That's a white
men
girl.
men of color.
Men of color.
I don't like using those terms. I'm just like, okay, red-
blonde.
whatever, like men of color.
Right.
So the premise was like, okay, you take a blonde blue men of color, about 5 or 6 of those, and they would just dick them down, like whatever. So one day we were at this location, and Lee G was like directing the scene. I'm shooting it. So I'm just like, where the fuck is Lee G at? So I said, you know what? I'll be back. So I go upstairs. Lee's upstairs fucking some bitch upstairs. So I was like, dude, we about to
sounds
shoot
normal.
the scene. So we run back downstairs. We go through the motion, shoot the scene. Okay, the setup is like, okay, we about to do the bus off. So it's like 6 dudes standing around, they jacking off. One dude had
bus
backed
off.
up. Bus off. It's like one dude backed up, and then he proceeds to spray his load on another dude's ass. So I'm just like,
Do you remember this?
exactly.
Oh no.
So exactly. That was my response to it. Like, do it. Oh. So I'm just like, I was like, oh, hell about to break loose. We're gonna have 6 dudes,
There's
hard dick motherfuckers, like fighting on set.
Was they?
No, it didn't
Wait.
happen.
So it was.
Okay, wait,
nobody
what?
got soft. Wait, no dicks went down.
So nobody's
No
dick
dicks went
went
soft?
like went
Oh,
limp.
it was just like,
They just
So,
kept going.
I have
No,
a question because
I
I've
was
always
amazed.
wondered this. Okay.
Uh.
So, because you've been around so long, I know you've done like all types of shit, right? So, did you participate in like DP scenes?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
like it's nothing.
how? like what?
I know where this is
Well,
going.
you know what? All
I
right,
know where
because
this
I know
is
it.
I want to know know.
Because sometimes, all right, I'll put it like this. Because
people
sometimes,
probably want to
ball-
know.
all right, so
so
listen,
tell
Ball
us.
friction, huh?
so
The
this is how it usually
Tell
will
us
work.
how it goes.
Because sometimes you just be doing it. You just got the girl on you facing you, so that's called cowgirl.
Okay.
You're in her pussy. You're fucking.
He
her.
technical
You're
with it.
doing your shit, and then director's like, okay, what's up with the DP? I'm like, oh shit, here it comes. And sure enough, there's gonna be some dude's gonna come up there, and gonna climb on top of her, and he's gonna go right in her ass while I'm in her pussy.
So you're the bottom guy?
I'm the bottom guy. I'm the guy on the bottom, but they call it anchoring.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
the
there's a name
anchorman.
for it.
Yeah, the
so,
anchorman.
Shut up.
So you gotta be a strong performer to be an anchor.
Very strong.
Right,
Because-
right. I would assume so.
But, you
Like,
know, you gotta be able. So you just channel all your energy to her.
Yeah.
You know, while you got this dude breathing over you.
Oh wow.
But that's what that's what makes you I guess
a
perform-
strong performer,
performer.
really,
Yeah.
because I would assume that not all guys can do that.
Right,
like,
right.
You know.
They
Nope,
can't.
yeah.
And see,
And you have to be secure within yourself, obviously,
Of course.
to be able to
Right.
do that.
that
Right.
too, and then you have to be comfortable with the other dude that's in the scene
Right,
with you. Y'all
right,
got to be able to
right,
work together.
right.
Otherwise, it just won't work.
Yeah, you can't show up on set and be like, damn, sure there's a lot of dicks around here. Just
that's
you
all
gotta
these
tune all
extra
that
dicks
shit
for.
out.
That's all you see.
Right. Ain't my dick good enough?
Now here's what I want to ask Marcus, because you've done thousands of scenes or whatever.
Right.
Have you done thousands of
He
scenes?
has.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
He's
have.
been on a long time.
When did you get in the
Hands down.
industry?
1994.
1994.
That's
God.
when he
Wait,
had. That's when he had
what?
the. Marcus had a high top.
You
fade.
older than shit. I didn't know that.
Marcus
He
had.
had a high top.
Marcus
fade?
had a high top.
Yeah,
fade.
had a little
Yo,
did.
we need
He
that
got the
picture. Where the picture of Marcus with a high top fade? Can we
You
find
did
it?
not have a high top. I
He
want to see
did.
this shit.
That was back in the day. So when I came around,
Oh.
I don't know if you remember this. Like when I came around, I had red curly hair. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
Oh, yeah, I remember your
you
Oh,
did.
dad.
Lord.
I used to
Red
wear
curly
this.
hair.
Yeah,
How
my hair.
red?
Huh? Red.
No,
like,
yeah, like your
almost
color, like
it's
your
like
color.
yours.
It was like with a
Curly.
with a
You know
cellophane
what I'm saying?
on
Like
it.
it was curly. And
We see a
I,
picture
With
of
a
that.
cellophane.
no, then I had a ponytail. Like I rocked a ponytail with the.
Yeah, I can't remember. You used to come out. You just
It
were
was just
some
wild.
weird. You was
I had
some
platform
different
shoes,
shit.
He had-
with
he
buckles on
probably-
them, like all type of shit. They be like,
I,
"Who's
know,
this motherfucker?"
I remember seeing a picture of him because I wasn't around back then.
I had Prince
But
high
he had
heels.
like a ponytail. He had this weird shirt on with it unbuttoned halfway,
Wow.
his chest out like he was motherfucking Zorro or something.
Right.
Remember
Dun,
that?
dun, dun, dun.
Cape,
Right.
cape and shit.
Right. Do-do-do. You know how-
We be shooting the scene after
you
we
know,
done with the
oh,
scene.
yeah,
He
I
be like,
know. Right.
give me the shot. Give me the
Y'all
shot.
see his
Give me the
picture? Y'all see his picture
Dun,
on the
dun, dun,
flyer?
dun. Dun, 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 dun.
they had this story going around that I was shooting a 3-piece suit. Like I never did that.
Nah. You never did
No,
that.
Wow.
who used to shoot in a suit
three-piece
all the
suit.
time? That was
Huh?
Pumper. Pumper used to do suits all the
He
time.
did He went through a suit
He
phase.
did a suit
Yeah.
phase for
But he
a
had
while.
like he had a different color
Pink
for
pussy.
Or
every.
like it was a
I shot
different
that.
color.
You
suit
shot
all
that?
the
I
time.
did.
You shot what?
Brian Pumper's Pink Pussycats.
Oh, yeah, you sure
Oh.
did.
I did that.
All
I
I
don't
know
even
about him is
remember
he
that
cracked an egg over a girl's head, right?
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
cracking
that's
egg-
that's
cracking egg.
recent.
That was a
I
new
don't
phase.
understand. Wait,
That's
what?
that's a recent phase. He
Who
been
cracked the who? What?
He
What?
You
cracked
know
he-
Brian
well, he
Pumper
cracked an
is-
egg
He's
over
a
the-
weirdo, but what?
He be cracking eggs on bitches.
Oh, my
Like while
God.
fucking them.
Is
right?
that
See,
a-
one day,
that's like a-
one
oh,
day,
is it
everything
a
that he's
trend?
done is gonna come back and be done to him.
Oh, that's already
Oh,
came.
wait, someone's
That's
gonna
already
run
came
out
and gone.
smash an egg.
That's already came and gone. I'm telling you right now.
No, but that would be actually pretty cool. That would be pretty cool.
To
'Cause
crack
he
the
does
egg
some-
over his
I
head?
mean, cracking an egg on him, like you know. What
That
else?
would go
Not
viral.
paying him for the
But you-
scene.
You know
No,
what
I
I
don't
you
know
know, you know what
about-
I go
I- you know.
what I want to go back to is
I do have to
okay.
defend Pumper. He's pretty smart.
I want to go back to the question that you asked Marcus about
Smart
the
weirdo.
wildest, freakiest shit that ever happened on set. On set.
Yes, I need you to answer this
Yeah,
question because
answer
I
that
know
question.
you have
What?
an answer.
Wildest, freaky shit that ever happened on set.
Man, I don't know.
And you gonna go next.
I mean, it's personal life though.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was
Freaky
freaky
Friday.
or not. I remember we were down in Cannes. We were down there for the Cannes Film Festival, Hot Diors, which is AVN Europeans Award, like versions of the AVN Europeans version of the AVN Awards.
Yeah.
Hot Dior. So we're filming on this boat, and we're just having a good time, man. It was like pretty girls, and they were shooting like 2 or 3 scenes around the boat, down in the boat, but I was shooting on the bow of the boat, the front of it, and I'm just getting my freak on, and we were just like kind of coasting in like this lake, And I look up and I see all these kids
Oh.
sitting
Oh,
on
wow.
the beach.
So they were watching
And
you
they
guys?
stopped. Literally, it was about like 6, 7 of them just standing there, just watching. Like they didn't budge. And I was like, by the time I realized I was standing there with my dick all in the air and the girls' legs are all spread open, I'm just like,
Like, hi, kids. That's fucked up.
but
You
I,
traumatized.
That is
You either
hilarious.
traumatized or you started the fascination of porn with
Right.
some kids.
There was already
like,
fascination.
it
That
was
was-
like,
that was
fuck, I
pretty-
need to go find out who that was out
Right.
there fucking.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
And it
He's
was,
a pretty popular dude.
It's France, man. So I'm figuring these they
Oh
seem
well, you know.
Oh,
They
yeah.
yeah. It's nothing new.
It's
to them.
nothing to
Like,
them,
you know,
yeah.
it's
We
like,
just took
listen,
it one
Europe,
step
period.
further.
Right. They already
took
see
it one
naked
step
people
further.
that
Yeah.
you
Right,
just show them
right.
Yeah.
naked people fucking out in public. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Right.
They
So-
do naked on network TV or regular broadcast
They'll
TV.
show titties. Pretty sure.
Titties.
It's funny
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
when I used
They
to
got a whole
be
different approach.
when I used to be a director, Marcus used to be like, I had 2 go-to guys that I could always count on because I was pretty hard on the guys
She
as
was.
a director. Like,
she-
if you couldn't keep your dick hard, like I was canceling your
She already got
ass.
2 dudes on
Okay.
standby.
It was
She was
Mr.
like
Marcus
at the Apollo.
and Nat Turner.
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
on my speed dial. It was like,
Right.
because these y'all can't keep wood. Like, listen.
And that's the best phone call
So
to get. You be like
it'd be
shopping.
funny
you
as
be like,
hell because I call Marcus. Marcus, what you doing? Marcus be straight doing a scene, fucking. He jumped from one pussy to the next pussy. His ass was like, I'll be there in 20
Right.
minutes. Marcus come, jump in the shower, into the next. I'm like, I could always count on Mr. Marcus and that turd to leave one set, come to the next set, and get the
hell
job
yeah.
done. Because
Load
I
me
was,
up.
listen, I was hard.
Shit, with
Right,
your
like she-
ass.
I was hard.
You know, because your
on the
dick
guys.
does go down. Like, you know, it's not gonna
Yeah.
stay rock hard unless you
Listen.
Well, I
shoot
mean, you
it
know
up.
what?
or
What
some
I
shit
what I
like-
learned, I had to learn it. I had to learn the hard. You know, I said, okay, when I show up on set, I leave everything, all my worries, concerns in the car. When I close that car door, that's it. Just focus on what I'm doing. Because I found when I would bring in all kind of other shit, if I was thinking about bills, errands, just stressing about the scene, it would you would see it would manifest itself in the performance. You wouldn't be focused. Your dick wouldn't work. It would take twice as long to do something that when you're focused and you're into it, goes by like that.
How long did it take you to get to that point though? Before you got to that?
It took a while.
Yeah.
I had to go through a lot.
So a couple years. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It took. Even up until like my last year, and I think my last scene I shot was like 2013. Even up until that point, I was still always constantly fine-tuning and trying to find the best way to do the best performance in any kind of circumstance.
You know, sometimes I tell this story because a lot of people don't really know this Marcus from this point of view. Because when you're on set, like you see a lot of different things, and this is the first time that I remember it was on a West Coast production set. It was one of the big ass orgies, and Marcus had already done 2-3 scenes before that upstairs in a different part, and then one of the scenes was like this big orgy scene. It was like 10 girls, like 10 dudes, or whatever. So he came down. It was like his 5th scene or whatever he completed, and we were on the left side on the couch, and I think Lex was in there. Mark Anthony was in there. Like everybody was on the set.
Right.
So I'm coming around. I got the camera, and then I'm looking left and right, and then Marcus got his hat tilted down like a little further than it is right now, and his eyes were just red, and he was staring at the bill. That's what's
Like
called
the
the
brim-
bill on
the
the
brim
brim of your hat.
Right.
He was staring directly into that brim of his hat, and in that moment, I knew why he was there. Marcus was a beast, and he the thing that he was most happy being was a performer and sticking his dick in some pussy.
Yeah, that's the real shit. I concur.
Basically.
I concur. I believe that. I concur. I concur to that.
So it's like all the dudes that ever approach you. I mean, I'm sure.
I know, like some guys are
and
performers,
Carmen?
some
Yeah.
guys aren't. Like, some
But they're
guys,
always the number one question is like, how can I get in this shit? How can I want to do
Oh my
porn?
God, yes.
I
And
hate
I'm sure you got that a million times. So
Oh
have
yeah,
I.
still do.
Gianna's got that. And you tell a
All
motherfucker
the time.
like, look, you can't do it. Like you tell him you can't do it.
Right.
You cannot.
Right, because
And
they
I don't even
think
tell 'em that.
I do. I'm like, it's not
So,
bedroom
yo.
fucking. Like, it ain't bedroom fucking. Like,
But it can
Right.
be.
You have a lighting guy standing
But it
over
can
you,
be
right?
Right,
lighting
but,
guy.
I mean, yeah, you got a
She
lighting
might have
guy.
an attitude.
You got a
She may not
camera.
like you.
It might not be a girl you want to fuck.
She
like,
may not
it's-
want to fuck you.
Right, she
That-
might not want to
Yeah.
fuck you.
Yeah.
Like it's all
Yeah.
kinds of different variables because I know
Right,
you've
the
been on
director's
set,
an asshole.
and I know all three of you been on set with people that you didn't want to fuck.
Oh, I just don't fuck
You
'em.
know.
I was hoping we
In
didn't
fact,
talk about that.
actually,
Like, it's
Marcus
bad.
was my stunt dick for the
Oh,
because of the thing. I can't remember his name, the weirdo, and he was like he wanted to. I had to trickle his nipples. That was the only way.
Trickle his nipple.
Oh, you talking about
Nipples, the only
Julian?
way. No, not Julian. I
Oh.
love Julian. Me and Julian,
Oh,
we,
so you gonna
we
call
got
Julian a
chemistry.
weirdo?
No, he didn't do that.
Julian knows.
No, it's just it was a guy.
Oh, I think I
he
know
looked
who
like
you're
Carl.
talking
He looked
about.
kind of like
You
Carl
talking about
Thomas.
Monty?
Like,
You talking about
Monty.
Jay Monty?
Oh.
Yeah.
like
Remember
Carl
Monty
Thomas.
and
Like
Bo?
the
So he
broke down
needed nipple
Carl
play?
Thomas.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
That's
The broke
the
down
only
Carl
way.
Thomas. Yeah.
Could he
Yeah.
touch his own, or he needed you to do it?
No, he was a weirdo, yo.
You had to do
And
it.
like, no, he would trickle his own thing. It's not that. It's
Oh,
just,
okay.
he started talking like this. He's like, I talk like this. And how are you doing, madam? I'm looking at him like, what's wrong with you? And then he was just like, I don't know if I can do this. And he just couldn't find it. And I was just like, man, y'all got to get somebody here that could get the job done. And you know who they called?
Mr. Motherfucking Marcus.
That guy right there. And that was the first time me and Marcus ever worked together. He got in there. Dude, I was like, oh.
Marcus
You
is
my
like
nigga.
he just like fucking pussy. Like he just
He
wanted
did
pussy.
that shit.
I think Marcus was always he's always like the go-to.
He fucking somebody,
Speed
like-
dial, Mr. Marcus.
He about to
Yeah.
fuck some pussy.
He
like.
came in there and saved the day. I'm telling you. Dun, 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 dun.
I would tell this story. I would tell this story, but I'm not gonna tell it.
Okay, what you even? I would tell the story, but I'm not
what
gonna
is
tell
that?
I
it.
can't stand when he does that. That
Right,
laugh.
What the fuck does that mean?
The laugh, though. That's what-
Yeah.
Okay,
Should we
I'll
push?
I'll tell the story. Okay, so
He really, he really wanted to tell the story.
Yeah, no, that's
I-
what-
I- I-
You just want us to beg.
you know.
no, I'll tell the story because you know, Marcus. Like, okay, you had this thing called. Everybody knows Marcus. Well, you may not know, but Marcus, it's Marcus time. So we would always we would always tell Marcus, like we give Marcus his call time. He said it's like 2 hours before he's supposed to be there, because you know Marcus is timing the shit. Like he's like, oh, you know,
He like
they
the
gonna do
hand
pretty
makeup,
girls, the girls
pretty
gonna do this, and blah blah blah.
Right,
You gotta
right,
take the
right.
stills, like whatever, and then it's time for me to show up. Pow, dick hard, jump in the pussy, like boom, I'm
Right.
good.
Yeah.
So
Pretty much. That about works. That sounds about right.
so here's what started happening. I was like, you know, I would always like book another motherfucker, like because I knew Marcus was gonna show up. So sometimes he would just show. I remember one time he showed up and it was just like,
Right.
I say Marcus, like, do you know you 2 hours late? He was like, shrugged his shoulder, like whatever. I said, do you know you cost me money? He's like, whatever. I said, well, how about if I dock you to $200? Would that be cool? He said, no. It's not. He said, no, that would be cool. So when I pre-book another motherfucker, I was like, okay, Marcus is late. He's not gonna show up. He said, oh, my tire is flat, but he's really on another set fucking some other pussy.
And that's what it, and that's
real shit.
That's what it always was. I think
Look,
Marcus,
you ain't got nothing for him either. Look,
Right.
you can't even deny it either.
I think
Shit.
Marcus
He's
had
bringing back
a
memories
book.
and shit. I'm like, well,
You had, I think you had like a book of the lies I tell a director. Oh, I told DeBo this lie yesterday, so I can't use it
Little
today.
log. Right.
So you had his log of what
You
lies.
had-
I'm gonna
If
be
I,
late
find, my
today.
nigga, if I find out you got a diary log, I'm out.
But then they
I'm
start
out,
talking.
bro.
No,
Yeah,
we're
we're
gonna back
gonna-
twice. Like,
So-
you can't do that.
Let me find out.
So what I started doing was like I pre-book another motherfucker. So when it reached the time where Marcus was like, you know, my tire's flat. So I said, okay, dude, come in. You can fuck the bitch. So when Marcus starts, so when Marcus show up, he sees somebody else fucking his bitch. He's like, what you doing?
get up my pussy. That's my pussy.
Man.
So he
Ooh, man.
he show up, and his bitch is
Man.
already getting.
He got a cold look too. He be having a cold look. And he be having the coldest look too when you can tell he's irritated.
So
Man.
his bitch would already be getting pre-fucked. So, so Marcus was like, fuck, I guess I should show up on time. Like, you know, to get to fuck these bitches. So it started happening on multiple occasions, right? So before the scene would even start, motherfuckers will be fucking on set. before the scene was starting.
Right.
So I remember this one time, it was another orgy thing. Like Marcus came in, he was doing he was actually one doing the scene, but the girl had already fucked 5 or 6 dudes. So he trying to come upstairs. We were upstairs, and Marcus was trying to get his dick sucked or fuck. And I was like, Marcus, you cannot. I was like, dude, you.
I was in my feelings.
Yeah,
I get
he
in my
got-
feelings.
He got mad
Feelings,
because I
right,
wouldn't let
all
him.
up in that.
He got
All right,
mad
Kiki,
because I would.
Kiki.
He got
All
mad
your
because I
feelings.
wouldn't let him fuck the bitch before the scene, even
Right.
though every motherfucker in the building had already
Had
fucked the
fucked
bitch.
her.
That's
That's
crazy.
what I
It's a
mean,
cold
like,
world,
how
man.
good
It's a
was
cold
she?
It's a
world.
cold world.
Cold
His
Cold
answer to
world.
that is, it's a cold world.
It's a cold
Did
world.
y'all
out there.
catch that?
That
Dang.
shit was. It'd be funny. That shit would be
shit.
funny. Some funny shit though. So
Yeah.
what's the
That is
funniest shit that ever
hilarious.
happened to you while you doing something?
Oh man. Shit.
She started
I
pondering.
was just like
I
weird.
just been through
She gotta
so
think about
much
it
stuff,
she be
man.
fisting and
She be doing
arm
all kinds
fucking
of willy-nilly.
motherfuckers
I
and
wanna
stuff,
hear-
so-
okay.
Like
from-
there's
from-
like what angle do you want to come at? Like what's the most pleasure
From
someone's get? Like what's the like?
I
I've had a
wanna know, like-
Hitachi belt on me. Someone built.
Oh,
Oh,
wait,
And it's
what?
a force,
Like-
and he gave me 14 orgasms in one scene.
Yeah,
just
that's
from
what I
it.
wanna hear.
And then he was hanging weights from my nipples. Like there were nipple clamps, and then tying weights in the middle of it. So I was having forced orgasms while my nipples were. And then I was in a public dungeon too, so like everyone was watching. So and that was before porn.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. The forced orgasms are the best.
Guess what? That's the same guy that I
Forced.
fisted his ass. So we would switch.
Oh.
Ah.
Yeah, so I
Oh.
actually went to Arizona and like he beat my ass the first 2 days. and
He
I
sound,
beat
y'all
his
sound
ass the
confused in the
last 2 days.
motherfucker.
That's a good. That's a solid relationship. I think I'm looking for something like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
and, like,
somebody beat your ass?
it was
Aw,
great.
look
It was
shit.
great.
You know, if it's a trust.
I mean, you done. Hey, you done it all, right? What else is there to do?
It's just fun
Reciprocated.
that
I
way.
like that.
Yeah, so I don't know. I do so much shit. Like I feel like I need to write a book on it. Honestly.
Oh, you
probably
should write
do.
a book because
Yeah.
you seem like, and you know what? Somebody asked, I need that book. I
Yeah.
don't- that's
Yeah.
what they said. Who,
It should be.
who
It
is
should be.
that
It should be.
chick?
Said, the title of the book will be "Not for 15-Year-Olds."
I know.
Oh,
Right.
give him his 20% right now.
20%. Fuck that.
He said, fuck that.
You might
ain't
get a free
getting
copy of the
20%.
book signed.
Damn. Oh, she crucial, yo.
I'm a businesswoman. I'm a business
I
degree.
heard
I know
that.
that's right. I know
Yeah.
that's right.
I think
Yeah.
Andy's just like she's
That's
still. she's,
Andy. Andy Ray, guys. That's Andy Ray, Carmen Hayes. They're asking who that is. I think they're talking about Andy though.
They gotta be talking
Because
about
Andy
Andy.
got some outlandish
Willy-nilly
ass
stuff.
motherfucking stories.
My shit ain't that willy-nilly.
Well,
My
I
whole
Jeez.
life is a story.
but I think Andy's still hovering on the surface. Like I'm trying to get.
What are you talking about?
Cause I mean I want to.
I mean,
know.
I've peed in a guy's mouth and he drank it too. Like, what are you talking about?
No,
like,
I'm saying, like-
I like to be choked till I pass out.
I wanna
like,
know the
what are you
most
talking
depraved-
about?
That's normal. That's
I'm
normal
tryna-
shit.
It's Freaky Friday, so
Right.
I want to know the most depraved shit that you ever.
What's something?
Been a part of.
What's something you did
Some
where
shit
you
you
were
did.
like thinking, "Damn, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
depraved.
I did it."
I mean, I guess the
anyways.
waterboarding scene. That was the most. Because I tell people and they all go, like, that's torture.
But
That's like,
but
you
I
shouldn't do
so
that.
did you like? Because I got to think about water. So did you
What you
like
mean?
it?
Well, the thing
I
is,
like water.
imagine
Just love
someone
fucking water.
is like has a torch and they're burning your skin and they're like you wipe it off as the fire goes down and then he takes wax and he's dripping it all over your skin and this was pretty fucked up and he would we would do knife play and I had a cut all the way across my neck once and it was there for like 2 weeks.
Oh, wait, a knife
A
line?
knife line,
Yeah.
like your
I
little
would have
micro
pressed
lines
charges.
in the dick. You're
I'd
talking
have
about.
pressing everything on that
No, but you
motherfucker.
put
What'd
micro
you say?
lines
What'd
in
you
the
say
dick.
earlier when you
It's
scratching the
barbed
girl?
wire.
I'm
when the dicks
confused.
was-
Yeah,
what do you call it?
Wait,
when
hold
you're
on.
putting in there?
It scratches
Scratching?
like
Yeah.
the first couple
Well,
surfaces
abrasions.
of the skin.
Abrasions.
It's an
Shit.
abrasion. It's like,
Like,
but
say
it's
that-
so
say that again.
terrifying. Like you literally think you're gonna die unless you trust the person. And he was my
Right,
master.
right. You
He
gotta
was
trust
30
him.
years older than me. He
Okay,
was
did you-
so experienced in the scene.
Master.
I was his
Master.
slave.
Did you know?
That was
So
probably the most
you
fucked
were
up.
a
Being a
slave.
slave for
Okay,
3 years.
so when you
Oh,
started,
you were a slave for
I was a
3
slave,
years.
a living slave. Yeah.
right? So when you started this
And
session,
he was a like a sadist,
When
like
you s-
mental sadist.
when you started the session, did you
White
know
people.
he was going?
I'm gonna have to hire her ass.
It's white people. Thing.
What?
No, he never told me what he was gonna do. He never told me.
Networking.
He might say something like, "Bring the firebox," and I'd be like, "Woo!"
Oh shit!
And then, like, you know, and like we did that in the dungeon of a local dungeon I go to. Like I love going to this place. I took him there once, but you're walking down the stairs, and I'm in high heels. He made me dress pin up all the time because it was really weird, dude. But it was cool. I learned a lot. So I'm like carrying the firebox
doubt.
in high heels, walking down into this basement dungeon where there's a jail cell door that shuts. There's one red light bulb, and then it's like I don't know. You put your whole life in this person's hands. Like, I literally put my whole I would never do that again. But that guy, I don't know why. I don't know why I
Right.
trusted him. I don't know what it was about him. I mean, I moved to LA for him. Like,
Well, you're
Wow.
still alive.
You're a good narrator
You're-
too.
you're
You know
still
that.
good.
I just want you
Yeah,
to
yeah,
know.
yeah. She's
Yeah,
good.
your
She's
trust,
good.
your trust was obviously
Yeah.
what rewarded because here you are, and
I
you
learned
know,
so much from
you
him.
learned a
Like,
lot
he
from
helped me
him.
like grow
Mhm.
up, and like my
Yeah.
sexuality was developed. Like, he would
Well,
like
you
use a
know what, and-
Hitachi gun on me and fuck me with a dildo until I
See, and
squirted him.
you got people
know?
probably listening, thinking, and you get mad because I went to
Someone
the store
says you
without
look
telling
sweet.
She's like,
I am from Michigan.
Wow,
so
really?
I'm
That was all you got. That's all you got. That's what you got out of all that shit she just said. She looks really sweet.
She's lying. There's
I
no way
mean-
she does all that. There's no way. She looks
no,
so nice.
you look at her and you wouldn't think she does all the
No.
shit that's coming out of her mouth.
I do.
Come on now. You
That's the
think so?
hell
She
yeah.
knows.
Those are the ones.
She
Well,
knows.
yeah.
Hell, those are the ones, yo.
I've seen her before.
Oh my.
I've seen your
Yeah,
type.
I seen your
Crazy shit.
kind.
I-
We know your
I-
kind good.
My fans tell me that they love watching because I do mostly content because like I'm about the money, so I own all my own
noticed that.
stuff.
Mhm.
So like they're like, I love how you look like you're enjoying yourself, and it's like, dude, do you understand? I get high from dick. Like, I know how to go into subspace after all my training as a slave. So when I get fucked, I like go into this like subspace world. My eyes roll back in my head. My fans love it when my eyes roll back in my head.
what is subspace for people that listen?
Subspace is something that can happen either from like a lot of physical impact play, the needle play. Like you can get it's an endorphin rush essentially. So you get all these endorphins, and you get high, like high as fuck off endorphins, and you're floating. And
Do you
it's
see
actually,
lights too? Like little patches of lights?
Oh yeah, it's
Flashing
Yeah.
lights.
yeah. It's
I've had that
beautiful.
You had
happen.
lights.
And
I've had
then-
that happen to me.
Yeah, some good sex.
Yeah.
Once
man.
you're at that point,
Jesus.
though, like you might not know if your cervix is getting beat the fuck up. You might not know if they
You may
ripped your
not even
pussy. You might
care.
not know if you're bleeding from a knife play. I didn't know I was bleeding from the knife play because I had fire play and wax play before that. I was high as fuck, you know. And
Yeah.
so
Dickmatized.
yeah, so BDSM
Yeah.
and all that stuff like that trained me
Cherie-
for porn.
yeah.
So now
Cherie,
porn is like I just go straight. to
Look at Cherie's face.
Sri, are you having like vanilla sex? Is that it?
Apparently.
I can introduce you to some people.
Sheesh. Goddamn.
Hey, she know how to sell you too. With
Wow.
endorphins.
Yes,
She wow.
it's
Look, I
so
don't
great.
even. God,
It's
jeez.
just like the best feeling I can ever explain.
Somebody said, wow.
So you
Yeah.
were
That
just
is
like
funny.
you
Step
were
your game up.
gradually introduced into this, or just like all of a sudden like this shit just happened. Like
She
that?
was born for this
I was born
world.
for it.
Yeah.
Just like all throughout
Yeah.
my life. Like I met the master dude when I was 22, and I moved to LA at 22 to live with him, and I'd only met him one time.
So how did it? How
The
did that
master
happen?
Oh,
dude.
wow.
I like that. The
His
master.
name's
Master
Dragon.
dude. How'd that
Hi,
happen?
Dragon.
Not John Dragon.
Shout
No,
out-
we're
shout
cool.
out to Dragon.
No, Dragon at the
Oh.
lair.
Oh,
The lair, yeah, but
wondering.
What did you say? Not John Dragon.
He met me
I
on
remember John
FetLife.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. yeah.
Hans
yeah,
Rotoskin.
FetLife.
Yeah, I remember. You guys were. I'm over here calling motherfuckers out.
I don't give a
Hey,
damn.
Do we have
They know.
anybody calling in? You guys, if y'all want to call in and talk to us,
914.
818-4087.
Now, Carmen.
Yes,
Let-
Carmen.
let's-
Let's go to
let's
Carmen.
dig into Carmen
Now,
real
we've
quick,
known Carmen for
Long time.
a long fucking time.
A long time.
Now, you
It's
not
over 14
okay.
years.
Yeah.
How about that?
Okay, so
Oh.
I think the closest Carmen ever came to that is when I tied her up in a basement.
Oh
one
yeah,
time.
for the bondage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was fun actually. I actually enjoyed
Did you
that.
like that? Do you like
Hell
that? type of
yeah,
stuff?
I do. I remember too that I had tears coming down my eyes,
Yes.
and I was gagged, and I had to look like real frightened. I was like,
Yeah, the what?
Now, are you personally into stuff like that or no?
yeah, I do. I'm into the bondage.
See, I would have
thing.
never known. I would have never guessed.
Well,
that
actually,
Well,
you
did
helped.
she
You
tell you
helped
she-
tie.
Oh, so I'm
That's
responsible.
yeah, you helped tap into it because
Oh.
after you, I started doing it more.
People used to think I was
Oh.
crazy.
You
though.
know? Yeah, I
They thought I was-
did.
You were different.
They thought I was
Everybody
crazy.
thought your ass was crazy.
Like,
This
I'm
motherfucker
always
here, listen,
He's
our
crazy.
sets,
They did.
the sets used to be in a hospital. He used to have motherfuckers fucking on scaffolds. Like you look
Dirty,
up in the
dirty,
air,
dirty
motherfuckers
ass.
is on
I
like,
mean, like
20
industrial
feet. And
shit.
I
What
think
else
that
is
was
it?
who Justin
hospital.
Slayer and Kaylani Lay. You
On a
had them
scaffolding,
in
yeah.
on a fucking
I
scaffold.
actually saw.
like
I just saw
20
that scene.
feet in
You
the
did?
air.
Oh my
fucking,
God.
That shit was
It
like,
looked pretty
yeah.
good. It looked
Like-
pretty
Oh,
good.
Skyrise.
No, for one of his scenes, it was like Justin and Kaylani. They were like we were up in a fucking warehouse or
Yeah.
something. You know, he always did
Oh,
dungeons.
he's like, yeah, he's a
hospitals,
daredevil
all
type.
kinds
Yeah,
of
see, I'm
shit.
not like
So-
that.
Cool.
Anything like that terrifies the
Yeah,
fuck out
well,
of me.
you
Like,
used
I
to come to
don't-
his set
I
not
just-
knowing what to expect.
Oh.
You
Never.
You guys just knew that you
That's
were
real.
gonna be there.
I used to be
for a
excited
feature
about it. He was
film,
like the
but
best
y'all were
person I worked
shooting.
for.
I
Yeah.
remember.
I still
he,
love
I
working for
remember he
Alex.
was like, I'm gonna open up this trunk and she's gonna be in a trash bag, and gonna pull her out of it. And I'm like, what the?
And he would say that with the most blank face, right? Like he'll look at you like, what's wrong?
I think
He was looking,
Right.
He was like,
Like,
what?
just-
what?
You know what I think the wildest shit I ever shot was
Yeah, what about you?
it was Rico, and
Rico Strong?
it was with Rico, and I had this girl like tied up in a crawl space, and she's supposed to be dead. And the thing was like he's supposed to do some necrophilia, but he couldn't get himself into. He couldn't get himself into the character to do the shit. I mean, I'm like, Rico, you know she's not really dead.
Would have
man.
gone into that.
No, I put her in a body bag. Like I put her in a body bag.
The
Like
body
all that
bag.
shit.
No offense, but that's not a black man's thing. Just so you know.
Who said that?
I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I thought it was a
First of
racial
all,
thing.
I don't think any of
You
his
into
shit
that?
was a black man's thing.
I don't think
None
I
of
would
it, you're
film
right.
None
that.
of it.
I know.
I did.
Well, I think
I had
you
to
know
bring in
what,
my. I had to
too,
bring
Is
out my
that-
my
no, is
my
that
outer
legal?
inner
I think
right
to his
girl
credit,
for that.
I think he was you were always doing something different.
I
than
loved
was-
it.
than
You're
I was normally.
cinematic.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
he's
I wasn't-
cinematic. You're
Yeah.
right.
I would get pissed like I'm like, God damn.
You know you gotta work.
Oh, because
you know you gotta work.
You
You
do
know you gotta do
work.
some extra
Right,
work.
some extra
First of
shit.
all,
like,
you know it
man.
wasn't one of
And
these
dialogue.
scenes you were going to and you'd be in and out in 3 hours. There's been times we were on set for 12 fucking hours. Like
Yeah.
12 hours, 12,
Yeah.
13 hours. I'm like, we're shooting a fucking
You catch
whole
a
movie
daybreak,
in
and then
this
next thing you know, you
motherfucker.
see the dawn.
You would think that we shot a
was it-
whole movie.
was it
we would
you?
shoot one fucking scene. One
Was
scene.
it you that was shooting, or it could have been the other dude that just shot for
The
West
other
Coast?
dude?
Yeah. What's the cat that used to do all the editing?
Bishop.
Bishop. 'Cause
Yeah.
it might have been a Bishop. I don't know, but he was shooting out in fucking
The desert.
Valencia or something, and we were at this old hospital. And anyways, they had like
That's-
this.
The hospital's
hospital's me.
downtown.
Well, that was
him,
downtown, but
downtown.
this
Oh,
was
okay.
this is the first time I've ever been in.
Bishop, like he copied my style. Like
Yeah.
editing my shit, like,
He has to say that.
maybe because
because he edited my shit.
Oh, yeah.
Rick
Yeah.
said it was at Bishop's house. Wait. Oh, was it at Bishop's house?
No, this was at like a industrial, like it was like an office space that had been turned into like.
Yeah, but you know nobody was doing that shit. But
No, I
was
know,
doing it.
and I remember, because he had, what is that where they put the bodies on like the metal?
the morgue slab.
Yeah, it was like that, but it was metal. And
That's downtown, man.
No, this was up.
Oh,
west
someplace
side.
else?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
somewhere.
yeah.
And I remember getting there, and he wanted us to fuck on that thing, and it was ice cold.
No shit.
Yeah.
It was like 2 a.m, and it was ice fucking cold.
I think you talking about the scene with the two French people in the kitchen on top of the metals. It was like a big metal thing, and
The
they were
kitchen
tied up
chair?
to the thing.
Maybe.
I think that's what you're talking
I
about.
don't know. I didn't do it.
Marcus,
Just turn
So
around.
what did
never-
you do? You
I just left.
You just left?
but he
Wow.
never, like
You
Marcus,
actually left the set.
left.
Marcus
Dude.
never refused like shit that I asked him to do. Like he never,
No, I mean,
he never
you know,
refused
yeah,
to do
nah,
it.
we knock it
It was
out.
just weird.
We
Like it was
did.
just.
You were always. I thought you were different. Being
Outside
a
the
brother,
box.
You know what I mean? And I always support that because I wanted to see that. I wanted to show that we have range and
It's
creativity.
nice to see something
Right.
different.
You know,
like a lot
Oh
of
yeah,
really
a lot
is,
of his
like,
stuff
so
was
much
really,
porn is
really
the same.
different.
Right.
It was definitely different. You just never knew what you were gonna show up for.
because
Like,
we didn't
like,
know. Like
Where am I showing up to a house and showing
Right,
up
am I
to
showing
a
up to-
dungeon?
is it-
How do I
Is it
prepare
a
for this?
hospital?
Like-
Like we
It'd
used
be
to
like
do this
I-
old abandoned
Right.
hospital that was like haunted, and wasn't it like a little a deaf guy that ran the?
it was.
Yeah, he was deaf. The
I was
guy
left in
that
the
ran
building
everything.
by myself. one time.
I've
Somebody
been in that
said-
building by myself
He
plenty
said,
of
I didn't know if I
times.
was
Rick
gonna
said-
walk up and
Rick
be
said-
like that
Rick-
girl
no,
that's
Rick-
sucking
look,
everybody's
Rick
dick.
said-
Oh, I'm working with
Oh,
her.
what about the crawl space and the body bag? Oh, the crawl space and the body bag was at Bishop's house.
That
Rick
was at
said.
Bishop. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Rick just said. Yep, that was
Crawl
at.
space.
Man.
Hi, Rick.
Crawl space.
I
Yeah,
miss
man.
you.
You
Mwah,
might be
mwah,
kinkier
mwah.
than me. I don't know.
Now, can we talk about peeing? Because
Oh, you
I
okay.
thought that was
No,
waterboarding
no,
at
no.
first. I
Wait,
thought
Wait,
You can do
waterboarding?
that
I
too.
just was what the.
no peeing.
You can do that too, but
peeing as opposed to squirting.
Yeah, I need
now,
a
can you
cut.
squirt? You
Oh
squirt?
yeah,
Yeah.
because we
There
had
is a
this
difference.
thing.
I think every woman can squirt. This is my
You're-
personal
yeah, I'm a
opinion.
believer.
I
Yeah, they
think
can.
it's
Mhm.
just you gotta like have someone who knows how to do it or teach yourself. Like, and it's the whole like come hither and then push down.
It's the come hither.
It's the come hither.
Yeah.
Just go.
It's
you
all
guys,
about that. The compression.
You guys like that.
Yeah.
And then push down on the bladder. I swear, I had a guy who did that for 1 minute and made me squirt in my face. It was insane.
No shit.
Yes.
You can squirt like
Oh,
that.
so see,
Yeah.
Shoot
there
the
is
J.
there's a key to squirting, and it's not fucking drinking a whole bunch of water.
No.
Like, because
Yeah.
sometimes girls
No.
just drink a whole bunch of water,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, you're not fucking
The
squirting, you're
Pedialyte.
pissing. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what you're doing. You're pissing. But there
Yeah.
is an actual way to really, really squirt, and you just told us the
It's
secret.
come hither,
for
guys.
come hither.
And then if you
guys
push
hear
down
that?
on like the bladder area, which I do it when I masturbate anyways because it feels good. You just push down right there. I don't know what. Okay, you guys, it's like this.
What you about to
and then
do?
push
Oh,
down.
Yeah.
a demonstration.
Push down.
Yeah.
I swear to
We're
God, that's all
learning,
you
we're
have to do.
learning.
And once you feel the G spot, it's like 2 inches in, getting
Yeah,
bigger,
it is.
It's
It's-
gonna become like
yeah.
a circle.
It's like it's up.
Now,
It's,
for
up
those- the-
it's upward towards the pelvic.
It is. You gotta
For
go in
tho-
a few inches.
For those who've
Oh
never
man,
seen
it's the
that,
best. That's
It's
the
the
best
best.
squirt. And that's. I
Yep.
mean, that should be feeling good.
And you can you can
It's
make
like
a
a
girl like
release.
squirt like that, and she's gonna think you're amazing. So
I
just-
do.
So when you, so when
Yeah.
you squirt, you're peeing or you actually? is
No,
that-
it's
I don't know.
squirting.
It's
Yeah,
It's
you
a
just
combination
missed it.
of
It's
everything?
actually
Yeah, because no, the squirt doesn't smell like
doesn't
pee.
smell
I
like
don't
pee.
squirt.
Yeah.
I mean, I squirt in another way.
have you ever had some? Have you ever made a girl squirt and you thought she was
yeah,
pissing
yeah.
on you?
Yeah, I mean, I got pissed because I was fucking.
I mean,
we were
some
on this
bitches-
leather couch and she's riding me and she just decided
Just
to
peeing.
just come all over the place. And when my ass is slipping all in the couch now.
But
Like,
she
was
pissing.
she coming or
Oh,
was she
Oh,
pissing?
it felt weird. Did it
We
feel
had
like
a
a?
little,
I have a
we had a
feeling
little
she was
puddle
peeing.
of piss.
Oh, so it was piss. So she
Ah,
was
on a
pissing.
leather
It could have
too.
been, but
So do you piss or do you come? Or
Oh, I
squirt?
when
I think
I
it's
come
both.
and squirt. If I pee, that means it's a pee scene.
Yeah.
You know, I mean that's what I'm there to do.
Yeah.
Like you know, if my thing's that there's such thing as a pee scene, but then if I come and I squirt.
Right.
you
You
squirt
know.
when you pee.
So when you squirt,
Huh?
Squirt.
Well, squirting
Squirt.
because
I
you know
don't
some
pee.
girls-
I never.
some
I
girls
never.
piss when they
But
squirt.
Yeah,
and they
I
call it
know
squirting.
when I
Right.
pee on
But
somebody.
there's
you-
it's a
what do you do?
difference.
Same.
I don't do any of it. You're not allowed to ask me these questions.
I still try to bust her lesbian cherry.
don't
Right.
ask me
Oh,
these
yeah.
I've been working on that
so
for like
this
14
one
years.
Here, 14
Wait a minute,
years.
Carmen, you trying to get Gianna?
and, you don't
Today?
remember when Carmen and Angel used to chase me around
No,
the house?
I'm talking about in today. Like you still
She said
You
it's
want to
been
make that happen?
14
He's like,
years.
I want to see
And
what that
today,
look like.
I mean, it's Freaky Friday.
Carmen and Angel Eyes used to chase me around the house.
Angel
like
Eyes?
literally, I used to be running up and
Now, I
down the
remember your friend.
stairs.
I remember your friend.
They used to
What's
chase
her
me
name?
around the house.
She used
I
to
don't
try to
have
get you
no
to go to the
friends.
bedroom. She tried to get you to go
No.
to the bedroom.
I don't know who you talk about.
Oh, okay.
I'm like,
I
what
know
you
who you
mean?
talk about.
You cheating on me?
No, I ain't cheating on you.
You better not be cheating on me.
I'm not. Don't worry. Don't worry.
I mean,
want
Gianna
your
has a
first-
type.
Do we
I
have
want to
any?
bust your lesbian cherry. Damn
Do
it.
you have a type, Carmen? Like, and
Right.
Andy?
Oh yeah. We
Are
need
you
to. We need to. Are you
Oh,
bisexual?
Yeah, I've dated a woman before.
You have?
What's your type?
thick?
Thick?
Thick. That's all I need.
Oh, like BBW type?
Like what type of thick?
Like
Like
me
you
thick,
like
like-
you thick.
Like, because I don't identify as BBW, but I'm definitely not mainstream fit.
Wait
like,
a
I'm
minute.
never
you,
going to fit.
You're not a
I just like
BBW.
thick. No, I know, but like
Oh.
I don't really fit, and that's the
You
thing
got
about
curves.
porn is like,
But she got
curves.
titties.
You got titties.
Yeah.
You got hubs,
yeah,
you
and
got
like
leg
hips
bounce.
and stuff.
And we can actually see the titties. Like you can.
I know. I wore them out.
No,
this
so you
time,
could
okay?
take them out so I could.
You
No, seriously. Take titties out.
Oh well,
Hold on,
the
guys,
titties-
you get you all shut down.
The titties can come
the
out.
thing
They
about
come out on IG.
today is
They
we
come
got
out. Yeah,
natural
titties.
titties in the
Yeah.
building
Yeah.
because
Yeah, natural.
Everybody's got natural.
Titties
Well,
can
yeah.
come out.
natural too.
Of course.
I call myself an
You-
all
what?
natural fake redhead.
No, I'm saying on Freaky Friday.
I mean,
Listen,
you know,
off-
You got some
their
big titties.
titties are
Carmen
I
natural.
got
do.
some big
I
titties.
do.
On
She
Freaky
got them all
Fridays,
covered up
titties
today.
can't come out, right?
I,
Titties.
I have this theory.
I
I have this
don't
theory
lie,
that girls
but they
with big
can
titties.
they
Tell
can
YouTube
come
and
out.
IG.
They can come out if you
Titties can come out.
take your titties out and
I'm
shit,
trying to.
you
Okay,
know.
so I'm
Do
trying
we
to
have any
guess.
callers? Do we have any callers? No callers? Y'all motherfuckers, y'all
I'm
ain't
trying to-
calling in
I told my
today?
fans
What's
to
up?
call in if they want to. and
They
they-
can't, but
Tell them to call in.
Y'all
I'ma
gonna
just guess-
call
Just
in
give 'em the number.
818-914.
4087.
I'm gonna tweet
Call
it.
in,
I'm gonna tweet it right
motherfuckers.
now.
And I'm
What's
about
up?
to
I know
guess-
y'all got questions.
I'm about to guess these titty sizes. in
Okay,
order.
let's
Oh
guess
yeah,
the
that
titty
was the
sizes.
beginning.
Okay,
Let's go.
So Andy,
818.
Andy's
But I'm very public about what size mine are.
okay. Andy's titties. Let me
What
see.
size is Andy's titties,
Okay,
y'all?
she got a.
But you
What
gotta
size
look at my
in-
rib cage.
No, you
too,
gotta,
guys.
like,
'cause
turn
that's
them-
the number.
Turn them this way. Okay.
The numbers, the rib cage.
See, I'm
not
like I'm a visual expert
Okay,
on
so
titty
then,
sizes.
then we
This
have
gonna
to
be
see the
good.
titties.
Okay,
Let's see
titties.
the
Your
Big
titties.
line.
Your titties
You
is
can
like.
you can pull a titty out
Okay,
if you like.
You can. So I can see them better.
Instagram though.
No, you can't.
Just pop a titty out.
Yeah. Okay. So if you take the titty, if you take one titty out, then I
I feel
can.
like I'm all bandaged up.
This one over here.
I don't know what I
I'm
was
gonna-
thinking today.
We
Okay.
can't. No, don't worry about
Okay,
it. We
Andy,
good.
I'm about to guess your titty size based on the size of one titty.
No,
Okay.
come
Now these
on.
titties is like let's see, you got a you got a triple.
Oh, all this
triple-
shit Andy does, she trying to be shy
She got a
now.
triple-
She
you got a
tryna
triple
bust
D
out them
titties.
I
titties.
don't want to get anyone in trouble.
Am I
Don't
right?
worry about the
Your
trouble.
titties-
Triple D?
We'll
Bam,
worry
your
about
titties is triple
Okay,
D's.
so
This is
Andy
right
got
when
a
I put
titty
my
out.
camera on you.
It looks like a double.
Yeah.
It looks
See?
like a double
No,
D.
but what number?
No,
Go
listen.
back.
Double
What,
D?
what's the number?
Listen,
What's
hold
the
on,
number?
hold on.
36 double D, 38 double D.
I'm trying to guess
It's
the
all,
titty
it's all
size.
about the back size. Down, you're 34.
32.
Let me
I have
see.
a small waist.
Stand your ass up.
So-
Turn around. Okay,
So,
okay.
alright.
Cover your nipple just for 1 minute. Just
Oh,
cover your
no.
nipple for a minute. All right.
Why are we covering nipples?
It's
Oh,
important.
It's
Oh.
live.
Okay.
Oh, you're on live. Me too. I was just on
I
live
like
too.
measure
So
all
you
the
had the
time.
titty
so
on
this
live?
is 32.
So I was
Apparently.
right.
These are 38.
I was right.
Better be
and
careful. Got to
I
be
guess
careful.
So what
that's-
size are
if
you?
it happens, it
32
happens.
triple D.
32
Ds.
triple D. Okay.
Now,
Somebody
Carmen-
guessed 38F. No. That would probably
they're
be this
triple-
one
triple
right
No,
there.
no, mine is way
Let's
bigger
see.
than that.
Oh,
size
you're
are you?
way okay. So
at this.
a
Yeah.
guess
Look at all that
is that
girth.
Carmen Hayes is
Girth?
bigger
You
than
ain't got no-
F's.
That's not girth.
That
That's
ain't.
weight.
She
Okay.
said curves,
H.
nigga.
Oh,
Okay, so
H.
so Carmen's titty sizes.
Okay, you say she's
I'm
an
going to go
H.
H.
You been playing
What
with
you-
those
well,
motherfuckers
okay,
for a
Carmen,
long
I'm
time.
going to.
They just look so huge right now, and they're
I'm
all
going
loaded
to
up.
a triple I.
Triple I. Is that?
Okay,
is
we-
that a
I'm making up
size?
shit.
We have a caller
I know,
online.
We got a caller.
Y'all want me to tell you?
We got a call-
And
what-
no, the caller's
no,
gonna gonna
we
guess
the caller
what titty
to
size.
guess.
What's
What
up, caller?
Oh, what's up? Y'all know this is JJ Wood.
What up, JJ? What's cracking?
Damn, we underwater.
Hey,
Hey, JJ.
Can you guess the size of Carmen Hayes' titties?
Guess the size.
this
of-
question is from Carmen. Why do you hate Brian Pumper so much?
I'm glad you asked that.
So what?
There's actually a story. He was very.
Wait, what do you gotta
disrespectful.
turn down? You gotta turn down your.
Sound like a-
Okay.
So we're gonna answer the Carmen's gonna answer that question for you.
Oh,
I'll answer the question.
He's gonna
Okay.
answer the question.
You know,
It
we're
was
past
loud.
it now. I forgave him. Of course, he's not allowed to be within 20 feet of me.
Right.
But one day I used to have this house. It was the porn house. It was known as the porn house, and he was supposed to do a scene with this girl, and then they go through. I forgot what the girl's name was. She was a newbie, and he got mad, and so he showed up on set, and he crawled to the window of the bathroom, and he just showed her like, what's going on? He was like, look. He was like, what's going on? Like, I was supposed to do the scene. She said she didn't want to do it with him because he was fucking weird, right? So then it didn't end there. So when she came home, she was telling us the story. This motherfucker showed up to my house, right? And then he came in. I had like 7 girls there, and she was staying there at the time. I told him, you got to leave. And he was like, no, I need to talk to her. I need to know why she did that. And the next thing you know, she said, fuck you. And she threw her drink on, and he went in to try to hit her. And I stepped in the middle, and he hit me and gave me a black eye. So I got a black eye, and I wasn't able to work. I had like 4 scenes to do, yo. Now he messed my money up. You know,
I hear you.
Yeah.
if anybody know
We
me,
shouldn't
I don't
touch
play
you
about
in
my
the
money.
first
Don't
place.
play
Okay.
it. Okay,
No,
so
no.
that's okay.
Yeah.
I get it. We got
Yeah.
another caller. We got a caller.
Caller,
so
what's
that
up?
is the reason why she does not like Brian
It's
Pumper.
still JJ.
What up,
What's up?
JJ? What's going on? So she answered your question for you. Did you listen?
Okay, so
Because it's loud in your
what,
background.
Mr. Marcus? What was your worst scene?
Oh, you gotta ask that.
A few of those.
Right. Several.
You said several.
I know an irritated man when I see one, okay? I don't give a damn about that hat. I know what's going on under that lid.
Marcus is worse. See? That's
Come on, Marcus.
We
We're
don't
waiting
really-
for an answer.
Well, you know what?
Tell
Man,
them motherfuckers
that
I'm
would-
a G. I
all
don't
right.
have bad scenes.
Right.
How
I
about
mean,
that?
that's true too, but
What?
I back you. I co-sign that. But
Yeah.
man, it was fucked up. We went down to Brazil, and Brazil's got a reputation, man. They
JJ,
just-
we're gonna answer your question, but the background noise is killing us, so we're gonna have to drop you off the line. All right, but we're gonna answer that question. Go ahead, Mr. Marcus. What was your worst scene?
You're so funny.
That
She
was
really,
really good.
really,
That was good.
she really wanted
It's like,
to know the
damn,
answer.
Yeah, she
shit.
set you up for that.
Now, nigga, now what?
Yeah. No, she let her know though. It was important that he knew that.
Yeah, nah. I mean, you got scenes that you wish you could have done better. That's how I would phrase it. But
That's nice.
yeah,
That was very nice.
I mean,
We're going
I'll
with
tell
the
you.
politically
I'll tell
correct.
I'll
Did
tell
you ever
a worse
just show up? Whoa, what you?
I'll tell you a worse scene with
Oh,
Mark.
he know your worst scenes.
I'm not gonna do that though, man. Because,
All right, so
Like,
we.
what-
I remember.
what-
I remember
what-
I pissed this girl off. I went down to Brazil, and I had like done really. I was doing okay, because I wasn't like acclimated. I wasn't comfortable, so I wasn't performing at my best. And they gave me a bomb ass girl down there, curves, great, everything. All of my fantasy shit rolled into this girl. This is what I was like. It should have been an epic killer scene.
Right.
And I got in there. I could not get a hard on.
Are you serious? You couldn't get a hard on?
And she
Was pissed. I know
she
she
was.
was.
I've never seen someone so upset, man. She
I would have
was-
been pissed too.
But I
She
know
was
you were
speaking
like
as-
pissed with
I
yourself
was
because
even
it was
more-
just like just wanting to
Like,
you just wanted to.
he was like,
a ravisher.
Oh,
I
wait,
want,
that's
dude.
torture.
It, just,
Can we-
it is
up. We
because
gotta
you,
do a caller.
because you know you can, you know
You
what
know
it
what
can
you
be.
were supposed to do.
because you
You
were
were
so
supposed to put that
excited?
shit
Right.
down.
You're
You were
supposed to do.
excited. I think you know what
You
I
hyped
mean?
yourself
Like,
up too
because it's a
much?
mental thing, and I think you psyched yourself out. That's what
Yeah.
you did. So
Yeah.
it's okay.
Caller, what's up?
What's up,
your
caller?
name?
Who we got?
Hello?
Hello, we
What's
can hear
up?
you. What up?
Hey, what's up now?
What's
Where
your
you
name,
from,
caller?
First off, what's
Floyd.
up, man?
What's up, Floyd? What's your question?
Who you got a question for?
I had Wilson Mr. Marcus and couldn't believe I met him. Shoot. Did he shut down the party?
We're
Was
not.
that true?
We're not entertaining those questions today. So no, absolutely not. Bye. All right. So.
So anyway, yeah.
Don't call in
Back
asking
to-
no dumbass questions, please. Thank you.
Right.
So anywho, back to Carmen's titties. because
Yeah.
Titties.
It was like cricket. When he said that, it was
Right.
like cricket.
Okay, so did we establish?
Wait, we did
Carmen's
not
titties are-
establish Carmen's titties.
Okay, I get a guess, right?
Yeah, go
So-
ahead.
All right, let me see these titties, Carmen. Like,
So we got you.
she keeps like.
I'm
look,
saying,
okay,
you know
you
what?
block-
Listen,
Gianna,
next
you
time
blocking the titties,
But,
like,
but she shouldn't have
blocking
worn
the
that
titties with her
outfit.
titties.
No, but you blocking the
You can
titties. right
tell.
now.
Ain't nobody tell her to cover up her titties.
You
today.
gotta warn a bitch that she's gonna
Hold
have
on.
to take her titties
Okay,
out
but she
before she gets dressed.
She got to take the
Thank
titties out.
you. They
I
just said
went
that
to an
was part
event
of
like
the-
that before.
Yeah, but you-
You would have wore your titty. You wore your
Oh, I
titties out.
know.
Listen, no,
'Cause I
no,
know
no.
we're getting
You don't.
taped.
You don't have to tell Carmen Hayes. Carmen Hayes got titties for days.
Okay.
We can see them all covered up.
Wow.
Now, is titties?
You right.
Is these titties coming out, Carmen? Like we gonna see? Because I need to
I
see the
pulled up her
titties.
whole
You got-
dress.
She
I'm
got
bad
too
as
much
that.
on to pull them out.
Yeah, I
That's
got
right.
so much
You
Yeah,
don't?
going on.
we ain't gonna be able to
She
see
can't.
Carmen's titties today, but Carmen,
I'll be
can-
back.
What's
I'll
your
do right.
what's your
time.
breast size?
Let me get a guess.
Wait,
Let me get a guess. Okay, I'm gonna
wait.
guess.
First, I want to go with when you first entered the business. What was your breast size?
Same
Oh, that's
size.
good.
No, ain't nobody.
It's not the same size.
Ain't nobody trying to go way
they're-
back
no,
there.
they're not the same size.
To
You're
dig up
right.
there.
What
They
was your
were-
size?
They were a 34F.
Okay,
back then.
and 34F. Okay.
Okay, F
so
what-
listen,
okay.
this
So-
was when Carmen first entered the
Okay,
business.
so
She was a 34F.
So
Now
how did
listen
they
close.
work? Okay, so how? Okay, so I'm about to add some like, what do you call it? Alphabets to the shit.
Yeah.
You got an F. So G. Let's see. F. What is it? F.
Does it go to like triple F or it just goes to the
FGHI.
next letter?
Oh,
Okay,
man.
now,
There's
okay.
triples in there.
I'm
I
gonna
see
say
the
they.
girl- I
I'm gonna
see
say
the
they
girl.
quadruple. Okay, quadruple
Quadruple.
eyes.
Eyes of lies.
Quadruple.
They're probably gonna get up there, but no, actually, I am.
Are you still growing?
No, wait.
I'm
wait.
still 30. Yeah, I am. I'm a 36
Really? You
Triple
still-
H.
A
It
what?
still continues
Wait a
to
minute.
grow.
She's a
FGH,
36
okay.
Triple H, as
Triple
in, you know, the
H.
wrestler, Triple H.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's some big ass titties.
Where you get your bras at?
Oh man, I have to order them from back in the UK.
I hear that they're good with.
Yeah,
that.
because they got
Yeah.
shit. They ain't got that shit here. I go to Victoria, you can't say that name, and they be like, "We don't have your size." I'm like, "Damn, bitch, you ain't gotta look at me like that."
What
It's
can-
two-
what
Look,
can
it's
you do with
2020. You need to get my size.
I know
Yeah.
that part. You
How
tell
about
her.
that? You
Yes.
know, we
Right.
actually we had Kelly's Closet in here a few weeks ago, and she specializes in big
Custom made?
girl. Yeah, big girl, and I mean I say big girl because your titties is big,
Right.
So I would
The
assume
rest of my
that
frame
she,
is small,
right?
but
Everything
my
else is
titties
small,
is-
and then you just got
Yeah.
titties for
Titties is
days.
big.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know how I got these.
You
It
know.
must be that Greek in me.
Yeah.
You know,
you just
Cause
got
see,
titties.
if motherfuckers
Greek-
who suck it
Greek
on
in-
titties,
my dad's side.
if motherfuckers who suck it on titties and titties were getting big.
Yeah, see, this is when
I
he
see it.
said,
Things should go
he
for
said,
dicks, right?
he goes, oh, we've had this conversation. He goes, if motherfuckers just if you suck on titties, the titties is going to grow. And I'm like, if you was sucking on titties and titties was getting big from being sucked on, there would be no plastic surgeons because
What?
No,
That
I
works.
was not born a man, guy.
Oh my God, that
Y'all
works.
act-
Well, you
I
can
have a
actually
raspy
induce
voice.
lactation from
That's-
sucking
See-
and
see-
Carmen's known
manipulating
for her
nipples.
titties in her voice. Y'all
Andy-
know Carmen's
I
voice
like
a
her
mile
voice.
away.
Andy
I
agrees
like
with
her
me, dog.
No, you
She
can
does.
induce lactation by playing with nipples, so the boobs technically would get bigger by
Exactly.
sucking and
See
playing with
now,
Oh, you finally
Yeah.
got somebody
Yeah,
in
see?
here that agrees with
titties do get bigger when you suck. Wait, hold on. Now
Only
let's
if you're inducing lactation, because then they're going to be like pregnant boobs.
And then they're going to
Yeah.
go when they're not lactating anymore. What do?
They go back down, just like with birth control. That shit goes away.
Oh, okay,
The
because
thing is, so when I was pregnant with my baby, I got to a J cup and a K cup.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
I was a J and a
Does
K
your
when I was
back hurt?
pregnant.
Does your back
Hell,
hurt?
motherfucker,
J and a K.
yeah.
Yeah.
They got K's.
Yeah, I got K.
Damn.
some big ass titties.
Uh,
Because
no.
I mean, we've had these
I see some
conversations
big
on
titties
here.
last night.
Devote
Oh, yeah.
believes
That girl-
like
did
if
you
you
see the
stroke
girl
your
last night?
penis, that it
It'll get bigger?
grows too. And I'm like, it grows because you have an erection, but that motherfucker gonna go back
see,
down.
y'all-
No,
Wait, so-
Okay.
it doesn't work like
It
that.
don't like
I
get
don't-
bigger.
nah.
Like
No.
Now,
yeah,
Andy,
no.
you just stroked a lot of dicks. Okay.
Hey, Suave, I see you.
Every man will agree that if you, and Marcus, I'm sure you will agree to this too. Like when you
I'm
started,
trying.
when you started doing scenes, your dick was smaller.
Yes,
It's
it
not.
was.
No, it ain't.
And how you gonna tell
Dick-
Marcus?
I will
the size of
say
his
this
dick?
though.
See,
I
wait,
did
let him say-
learn a technique to make your dick
Hey,
Hold
look
on, we
Freaky
got a
Friday.
caller. Hold that thought. We got a caller. Who's our caller? Hold that thought, because then we'll talk about this technique. Go
What's
ahead.
up, caller?
What's up, caller?
What's up, caller?
Woods.
Who?
My name's Mr. Woods.
big. What
What's
up,
up,
Mr.
Mr.
Woods?
Woods?
Question for you guys with regards to racism in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Experienced any?
Oh hell yeah, across the board.
100%.
Yeah.
That shit
yeah.
ain't fair. Period.
Nah.
I mean,
you know.
from
Do
what
you have
point
like
of,
a specific like?
from what point
I
of
mean,
view?
because that's very broad.
Yeah, it
I
is.
guess what I'm asking is it like overtly racist or covertly with like a lot of the genres and whatnot?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think racism plays plays a part into this industry's marketing. You know, it plays into the stereotypes. It gives, you know, it's part of their selling campaign. It's just they play into race. Race is an issue here. Unfortunately, you get people that come in the industry that bring their racist views, their experiences, you know, their ignorance to it and perpetuate it in whether it's in the business side of it or in you know, as far as opportunities, as far as empowerment, or just just sometimes even just ignoring, you know, the contribution of I don't know what you say, ethnic performers.
Yeah, I always say ethnic.
You know, it's just like a total, you know, like the non-existent. So yeah, it exists, and I think the only way to really counter that is through education, through financial strength and freedom. You know, and we have to really look out. They told me this, and I always plays in my head. They told me this when I got into business, that you got to do things twice. You got to do things for yourself and things for your people. And so,
Yeah.
so you know, you open up a door, but make sure you keep that open for other people to follow, to come through. And if you see somebody that needs some help, then reach out and lift them up. You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
So
Absolutely.
you gotta
I
Absolutely.
guess my experience has been different in the business because I wasn't necessarily. I won't say I wasn't aware of it. I just didn't let that affect my trajectory in the business because I came from a different environment. So not being here in LA when I started,
Right.
it gave me an advantage to coming in and doing what I did because I never put myself in those situations where I had to adhere to certain stereotypes in order to make a product and it advanced
Right.
in within the industry.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
We got another caller.
What's up, caller?
Hey, what's up? This is Mike out of Ohio.
What's up, Mike?
Hey.
Hey, I got a question for everybody in the room. I know everybody might not want to answer it. Maybe I could give like a hint to the answer, but has anybody in the room ever fucked a celebrity that we would all
I mean, you know.
Oh man, do I really gotta answer that question? Yeah, man, it happened. I ain't saying no names, you know, because I ain't superhead, but
too, right?
I mean, they ain't no different than nobody else. Like,
Right.
it's the same shit. Like,
Yeah.
people like to fuck, so, you know.
nah, this is one though, man. I wish I could tell you who it is. That nigga
Go ahead.
He got dick, nigga, for days. I was like,
Woo.
I still be thinking about that shit
I
too.
mean,
this day. Every time I see him, I'm like,
All right,
"Woo,"
all
I
right.
hear that
Is he
music.
a movie star or
He's an artist.
He's
He's
an
a
artist.
musician.
Musician, oh, he's a
Yeah.
musician.
But I will tell you a story, but I'm not gonna tell no names in the story though. I'll tell a story. It's like okay, I was in Atlanta at the Underground. It was like back in the day. So at the Underground, like, we were like shooting some
Look,
stuff.
she already know.
Doing some stuff, and then this dude, this car with these dudes, and it kept circling the block, just like run around the block, like whatever. Like, okay, so third time the motherfuckers come around, he sends this guy over to talk to, like, to approach me or whatever. It's just like, yeah, this dude want to talk to you in the car. So I said, what? Like, who want to talk to me? So I go over to the car. Dude sitting in the back, he's just like, hi. Like, you know, Atlanta is like that. Hey. So I'm just like, hey. So I'm like, what's up? In my deepest voice, like, what's cracking? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. And the dude was like, yeah, you know, I got somebody that want to meet you, want to talk to you. I was like, we're gonna pay you $10,000, like, to go do this meeting. And I was like,
A
for
meeting.
what?
A
No,
meet
for real,
and
on
greet.
some real shit. Like, the dude just like, he threw the shit out there. He said, I'll pay you 10 G's to go meet this person. Here's my card. So I took the card back and I was just like, yo.
You didn't get the 10 G's?
No, just listen.
Oh,
There's a
okay.
punchline.
I want to know.
So I'm there to do the huh? What you say?
Huh?
So I was with Diane at the time, and she was just like, call the motherfucker. Like, you better call the dude. So I called the dude. They sent the car to pick me up, and we go back to the Waldorf Astoria. I meet the dude. He's downstairs. We in the lobby, like, whatever. So I'm sitting there, and the dude just, like, busts out this photo album. Right. So he just like, yeah, you know, check this out. So while I'm looking at the photo album, okay, it's filled with recognizable celebrities in the photo album. So I was like, yeah, I know this motherfucker, that motherfucker. So while I'm looking through the book, he said, what size is your shoes? So I'm just like, what? Like, what you mean? I said, I wear about a 9. You know, I wear about a 9 or a 10. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, the shoe size correlate to the size of your dick. Like, so I'm just, I wear a 12.
It does? Who said
Like,
that?
that's what dude said. So I wear a 9. So I wear a 9 or 10. So he go like, let me see your teeth. I said, what? Like, motherfucker, like, yeah, what the fuck you talking about, dude?
Teething.
That's
Like
a screening right there.
So he says, look,
Bite down.
so I go to this page, and he said, look, okay, that's who I'm about to call right now. So he jumps on the phone, and he's like, yeah, you know, I set it up. He's here right now. I'm going to hook it up. And then he hangs the phone up. He said, okay, do you want to go upstairs? And I said, for what? I was like,
You had to know what was going on.
No.
So
I'm
he's
sitting
playing,
there.
he's
had to
playing,
know.
he's playing hard to get.
So he's like, yeah, you want to go upstairs? She ready to come over here. I'm going to hook this up, give you these 10 G's.
Wait, so it was a girl.
It was a soap opera. It was like one who's on this
Oh,
very popular.
Telenova?
She was
Not a
a
Telenova.
If it was
like
a
regular-
girl, then you should have
Right.
got
ain't
that
do
money.
it.
No. But listen, okay, the
Shoulda
dude,
got that money.
the dude is like, you know, he flamed up.
tripping.
Like, the dude is just like flamed up.
He's real tripping.
He was flamed. So
Flamed
you
up.
were
Dude
concerned.
flamed up. So I was just like,
What that got to do with?
Did you
he-
think
I'm
it
saying,
was-
he wasn't trying to fuck you.
you don't know. I didn't know that. So he like
was nervous.
he's like just come upstairs. So I'm just like, what do I need to go
Like, it's the
upstairs?
setup.
I mean, but you've already gone this far. You've
Right,
already,
you might
like,
as
it's
well.
like-
Gone that
You might as well
far.
get
I'm
that
like,
10 G's,
I'm
buddy.
like, I'm like, oh, the 10 G's.
You brought the
you know,
back-
I can
you
make
brought the-
I can make the 10 G's in like a week or whatever. So I was like, okay, the 10 G's is like some extra on top of this shit. So he's like, yeah. I was like, nah, I don't think I really want to go upstairs. And then this is what he said. This is some real shit. What he said to me. He asked me the question. How do you think Will Smith got on? This is what he asked me.
Shut
he
up.
said, how do you think? He said, how do you
Oh,
think?
Shut up.
Oh, shit.
He
That
said,
ain't
how do you
nothing
Shut
to
up.
do.
Well,
No, he
we
said-
all
I'm
know
not
that.
surprised.
He said, how do you think Will Smith got on?
Well, I mean, a lot of celebrities. I mean, just
No,
Will Smith.
but I'm saying, like, the thing was like, okay, so I go upstairs.
Oh, so you went upstairs.
You know, I did not go.
I
I
need to know
did
the
not
story.
go upstairs because I don't know if once I
just said
open the
you went
door,
upstairs.
Will
Which
Smith
one
is gonna
is
be
it?
there.
no, not a Will Smith's gonna
You
be
better
there.
be quiet.
Just a
We
room
take
full
a
of
vow of
a
silence
room full
right
of-
now.
Yo.
a room full of hey, ready to tie me up, and then use the
Oh
back
my
door
God.
key.
And they have a little photo album just.
Tie me up. Use the back door key. Use the back door key.
The back door key.
So I said, nah,
shit.
dude, I'm cool. I said, I'm cool. And he said, his eyes bugged out. He got big. He said, what? You not gonna go upstairs? You gonna pass up this 10 G's? I said, yeah. So I got up when I was walking away. This motherfucker started heckling me. He was just like, he said, I was like, I'm not getting ready to get backdoor keyed up in this motherfucker. Hey, a room full of heads.
Oh my God, that is so hilarious.
You,
But they
You
scouted
get on
you.
my nerves. You should have took that 10
That was some
G's.
real shit. Like,
yo, you
I never
holding
told
a
you the
whole
story.
bunch of hate mail.
You never heard the story?
With the
That's some
soap
real
opera?
shit.
That's
about to get a
killer.
whole
Real
bunch of hate
shit. Like,
mail.
it's the real shit.
You should have gave her the best night of her life.
True,
Right.
true story.
You could have had a
That's
client
all.
for
you
life.
so you don't know what's
You could have
behind.
had
You
10
don't know what was
G's.
behind that door.
What?
Huh?
Okay, we have a
You
caller.
should have at least went and saw what be. I'd have been like, nah, bring her downstairs first.
We
She
have
can
a
walk
caller.
me up to
No,
the-
she was in
All
another
right,
hotel.
who's the caller? Who's the caller?
What's up, caller?
What
What
up,
up, what up?
everybody?
What's
My
cracking?
name's Fleazy. I'm from Virginia, and I
What
just
up,
want to
Fleazy?
say, Carmen, I always been a big
Aw.
fan.
Come on. Yeah,
And I
Thank
still remember
you.
the first scene I saw with you. It was you and Slayer. And,
Oh, gator boots. Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
But
Like,
then-
You think,
y'all had a moment, yo. Like y'all had
Yeah.
a moment.
Why she know her scenes though like that?
I
Gator
got a
boots.
question
Yeah.
for Marcus.
Okay,
Gator
he,
boots.
he got a question.
And I know you done had mad bitches, Marcus, but I'm gonna take it back. First thing I saw with you was with a chick named Yexis Dine. You remember her?
Oh, shit. I shot that scene.
I remember.
I shot that scene.
She was
with
dope.
Yexis.
She
I
looked
shot
crazy,
it.
but
Of
Yeah.
course,
she's
you
done.
the
I shot
goat, man. You always been the goat. But Marcus, was that pussy as good as it looked?
Yes, it was, sir.
Yes, it was, sir.
Professional.
In his serious voice.
Yeah,
It-
yes.
I can attest to
That's
that. It
all I
was
wanted
for
to
him.
know.
Yeah, yeah.
Marcus didn't want to quit. That scene
Yeah.
actually went on after the
Marcus
scene
didn't
was
want to
over.
quit.
Yeah,
He did.
Yeah, I had a,
After
I
the
had a
scene was over,
special
yeah.
thing for her. Yeah.
Aww.
To this day, because she hit me on the DMs all the time. So yeah.
Yeah.
Thumbs
You
up.
don't give her. Hey, you don't bust in the late night creep on that. No.
No.
No, I understand.
Sorry.
No late night creeps. No late night creeps.
All right.
We-
All right. All right.
We
All
taking it
right.
back. Y'all saying names I don't even know. I ain't never heard of.
You never heard
Yeah.
of this?
There's some classic. Yeah, there's some
That
classics
must be
back
some
in
old
I
school
love talking about the
classics.
history. I love going back because it's like people. I mean, you've been around, you see a lot of things, and we still here. It feels like we just got in and we.
I know. I
It
feel
can-
like I
it can-
never left really.
Right, right. It's all one big, day.
Now, Andy,
Yeah,
did
one
you-
big day. Yeah,
I got
that's
a
a good way to
question.
put it.
I got a question for Andy. Now, did you watch a lot of porn
Oh
before?
my god,
Before you
yes, I
started?
love porn. I masturbate like 5 times a day.
Me
What
too.
did you
It's
watch?
ridiculous.
I watch porn still.
My favorite tag is BBC Gangbang.
Oh shit.
VVC gang, man.
Or I used to watch before that, it was Bukakis. I don't know why. I just loved watching a girl just get coated and come.
What?
And I love watching a guy come on a girl while another guy is fucking her. Because I'm like, ha ha.
Wait a minute. Ha ha. What? That is too funny.
Listen, the anchor
Classic.
dude
She's
isn't
classic.
cool with it. You
Right,
know, I
right.
like watching like or the pee scenes when like there's 5 guys peeing on her and then they're like trying not to pee on each other. Like I just think
She's
Oh,
fucking
my.
classic. She
Try
got
not to get
Oh,
the
my.
splatter. Don't
We-
splatter me, motherfucker.
We got another caller. What up, caller? What up, caller?
What's up, caller?
Hello.
Hello, caller.
Hello.
Are they there?
No.
Did they
Somebody's-
leave? They're
somebody's-
gone.
not-
I think
this is
they're
Somebody's
gone.
girlfriend.
So now, have you ever done a bukkake in person, like yourself?
no, and if I did, I would own the content 100% and get paid thousands.
Oh,
Because
that's
fuck
what's
that
up.
shit.
Like, dude,
I like the way
I haven't
she
even
thinks.
done a gangbang yet because I'm gonna be paying all the male talent. Like no one is gonna have that.
How
same
many
budget.
guys you want?
5.
That's
You
the
gotta
number.
have tripled up.
Did you just come up with
All right,
5
we
or
gotta
did
call
you?
her.
No,
Have
I
you
know
been- you've
5
been
because you got
thinking-
one in
What
each
up,
hand, one in
caller?
the mouth, one in the ass, one in the pussy.
What's up, caller? Welcome to Freaky
Oh,
Fridays.
she got it all planned out. What
I
up?
do.
Carla, what's going on? What's going on, guys?
What's up?
Hey,
I ain't mad at
what's
that.
going on?
Hey, I got a question for Mr. Marcus. This is Rapper Prince, by the way. What's going on, guys?
What's cracking?
What up?
Marcus, the question is, right, that damn hat, right?
That damn hat.
You rock with the hat, and when did you say, you know what? This is going to be my shit when doing films.
Yeah.
96. about 95, 96. I didn't want to take it. You know what? The first time the director let me keep it on in the scene, that was it really. When he didn't say nothing about it, because usually they'd be like, "Okay, take your head off. Can't see you. Take your head off. Take it." I used to have a Nike symbol on it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can't
and
do that, right?
they would just go crazy. Like, no, you can't wear that. And then the first one that let me slip by and let me wear that motherfucker, I was like, all right.
Do you remember who that was? Like which director?
I can't remember. I remember. Only thing I remember was like maybe 2 years later. I was shooting a scene for Vivid, and I went to go take the hat off, and they were like, "No, keep it on.
Keep it on.
Keep it
So
on."
and that
So
just
it's
became
Vivid.
a part of
So
you.
that was your brand.
That was your brand, Mr.
That's how-
Marcus with the
yeah,
hat.
that's
I
how
didn't. It wasn't. I wear a hat. I mean, I just go to bed in this motherfucker. I take showers in it. and
You're a hat
everything.
guy.
I remember the first time he took it off. I was like, "Who's this
I ain't
motherfucker?"
fucking with your ass no more.
I was like, "Who's this motherfucker?" Like,
So you got Marcus
I don't-
with the
and-
hat.
Right. And I don't know off camera. I don't know if I should keep it on or take it off. Sometimes they're like, "God, keep it on, keep it on." I'm like, all right, cool.
It's your thing though. It's your
Yeah,
trademark.
like,
I can't
that's
see
your
you without
trademark.
it.
Right.
I don't give a damn what you got on. I know your facial expression. I know what the fuck's going on at all times with that brim hat, low, high, turn to the side. It don't matter. Shit.
now, Andy, do you have a signature? Do you have a signature move or something that you do that people know you for?
Like
that
I
you
said
know.
earlier, it's when my eyes roll back into my head when I'm orgasming. Like I'll keep my I don't know what I'm doing, but all my fans are like, "We just love seeing your eyes roll back." Like I look like a zombie. I look literally possessed. And they just really love it. And honestly, I was saying before this started, like I polled all my fans on Twitter and I said, should I get contacts? Like, should I be this girl without glasses? And 95% are like, we love your glasses. So that's my shit. Like, I'm the girl with the glasses.
Makes you look.
Oh, it's amazing. I have really pretty eyes. Like, I know
Wow,
I
look
can,
at
like,
Let
you know, like, I
right,
could
right.
be that
The
bitch.
glasses.
I could be that bitch. I like her. I could be that bitch. What?
The glasses make you look
You know?
more fuckable though. Like people just want to.
Apparently. That's,
know,
like,
just
they
ravage
just
you.
they love
think
it.
of dirty
glasses.
things.
The first
the
time I saw like a
glasses.
picture of a girl with cum on her glasses, I was like, oh, that's
Oh, yeah, I have a video like
Oh,
that.
that's
It was,
your thing.
it's like a high seller. It's
Yeah.
a fetish for
Yeah,
people. So,
yeah.
yeah, my glasses, man. Like, I can't, it's almost like I want contacts, but they don't even know who I am without them.
Right.
So,
Right?
yeah, I look completely different. You just saw, I think I look different. Like, I don't know if they'd recognize me, you know?
I mean, your aura is your aura, your essence.
Thank you.
Strong, don't worry.
Okay, this
Thank
is a
you.
question for Marcus. Okay.
What question we got?
Now you
for
probably got
Marcus?
this
Mr.
question a lot.
Marcus.
Was there ever a point that you reached where you just said, "Fuck it, I've reached my limit of regular shit to do. Now I got to start doing deviant shit in order to get the same type of stimulation."
Oh, shit.
That's a good question.
That's a deep question.
I think psychologically
Yeah,
you
it's a
come
great
up with
question.
different you do. There's some things you go back to, like I got a fantasy that somebody owes me money, and he can't pay me, so he sends his girl over, to come.
To pay in full.
So then you think about that while you're fucking.
With that
She's
pussy.
totally like against it, doesn't want to do it, but she's got to do it.
Oh, the unwilling. Oh, it's a twist.
It's a twist, but it's a kinky. But
I like that.
That's a go-to. That's a way go-to. But usually I can get off just by if we got
I like
chemistry.
that.
We got chemistry.
What about you, Carmen?
What was the question again?
Okay, you've done so much. You've done so much shit. Okay, now it's like today you wake up. It's like, okay, I've reached my limit. Now I got to jump over this hump and do some real depraved, crazy, freaky shit.
I'll probably do a bukkake then.
You have never done it?
That's like the next level.
No, the only thing,
haven't done it
the
either?
closest
Not
I've
yet.
ever done to that is a gory hole, like where I suck
Yeah.
some dick through a hole. But I've never but I've never.
Who came up with that? Put your dick in a hole, like suck it.
I kind of like that. I like
I
that.
don't
shit.
It's a real
know.
thing.
I have no
I
idea,
think
but I'm gonna
it's
tell you like
kinda
this. I sure.
I'd be
look,
all up against the
I
wall.
tell you like this though. I had to put something around that damn hole because I didn't appreciate that. I didn't know what was
Duct tape.
situations was going on with that hole.
Now, would you do that? Would you do that? Like go to some random shit, like
You don't
somebody
even know
stick
whose dick is
stick their
behind
dick in
the-
a hole, you just
whose
suck
dick
it.
I
is,
don't
right?
fuck anyone who's not tested.
Oh, okay. So you
That's
would
right, girl.
So
You
I
would.
don't fuck off camera either. Like I haven't had sex in 4 months. So
You don't? Oh, I can't say that. That's
I have a
had sex
stockpile
last
of
night.
content.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
like I don't do like that.
You
kinda
still have the
stuff.
firebox?
See, I
What is
broke
that?
up with him, but I could go back
What's
and
a
ask
firebox?
him.
Good.
What is a
What's that?
firebox?
Oh, it was a box with alcohol and then his torches and like a little bowl to keep the alcohol. So you dip the torch in and then like it had all the fireplace stuff and like the needles and the gloves. Like it was all very clean. He used to be a nurse, so It's not like he's gonna stick a dirty needle in me or something. Like.
It's
that's
called
a
a
wild
firebox.
Well, I call it the
Andy
firebox.
likes-
Oh,
like
okay.
it.
I was
I like it.
wondering.
I like
She
it.
likes torture.
I like
It's
that.
called
Yeah.
it's
I
called
like that. You
motherfucking
just-
torture.
Yeah, I like
Do
that.
anything.
That
You get high.
Beat a bitch.
I don't know if
You
you
need
guys
that.
want to know
You need that
Carmen's
back in your
name
life.
or Andy's name. I don't know. Y'all saying.
I'm gonna tell y'all the wildest shit. Okay, I'm gonna tell
Andy, he got to be talking
Gotta
about
be
Andy
'cause- right, 'cause
because
she be
somebody,
having
somebody
some
else said
wild
that's
shit.
Carmen Hayes.
Right.
Like-
That's Carmen. You don't
That's
know who
Carmen
Carmen
Hayes.
Hayes is?
Okay, y'all know who Carmen Hayes is.
Not everybody knows. That was just a great thing.
Since it's Freaky Friday, I'm gonna tell y'all some of the wildest shit I
you,
ever
you
seen.
ain't really got time to tell wild
It's-
shit.
it's-
'Cause
it's
we
a-
1 minute away.
I know
Let's
it's
go.
gonna be short though. Okay, so this dude was into some freaky shit. So he got this girl, and then he went and bought a chocolate cake.
Got everybody's attention.
So the chocolate cake's like a regular, good sized chocolate cake. So he get a chocolate cake to the girl, like she
Chocolate
start.
cake.
he get a chocolate cake to the girl, like she. See, that's my Philly accent coming out. So
Well, damn.
so she eat the chocolate cake, like she don't cut it up in slices. The bitch eat the whole cake, right? So he waiting like there 15, 20 minutes. Okay, so you eat chocolate cake, so the shit go through your stomach. So he go into the bathroom, laid out on the floor, and this motherfucker's just like waiting.
15, 20 minutes after eating it?
I guess like
Take a
the
lot
chocolate go
Is there
through your shit.
laxatives in it?
I guess,
This
like you know what
is
I'm saying, like
disgusting.
no, but
Oh,
I'm saying
okay, okay. He
the
wanted
freaky
chocolate?
shit. We're gonna end with the look at your face. It's fucked up. So he go lay down.
I'm
and then-
traumatized right now.
And then she you talk about pissing and shitting on people, like, okay, so he laying underneath the girl, and then she cock over him, and then he waiting for the drops to come out.
The drops.
So the shit comes out, the chocolate cake, the
it's
end product of
laxative.
chocolate cake
How
goes
long did
through.
it take? 'Cause
It took 20 minutes, like 15, 20 minutes.
I don't believe it.
Wow, like,
Dude,
were
I'm
you
telling
The
you.
whole cake. She had a whole cake. Then that's
I was
that's
there. Dude, I was
I
there.
have-
Definitely.
I-
Dude, I
I
was
Yeah.
there.
have another
Yeah.
Your body
I
might
was there.
reject it and be
I have
like,
another
"Get out."
question.
No, I was there.
Were you there and why?
Were you filming it?
I didn't know this motherfucker.
Great question.
Wait, was it being filmed?
But he was.
No, there was no cameras.
No cameras.
Oh,
No
see,
cameras.
Whoa.
No,
There's no cameras. Oh,
Woo!
so what was the
Okay.
incentive behind this?
It's somebody you just talked about. Like he got
Oh.
the kinky freaky shit. So Brian Pumper, like
Oh, that sounds about right then. Okay.
Oh, that's
Right.
all
All right.
No,
So I
we're
witnessed
not
the story.
surprised with that. So you
He
were
was
just
waiting for it. Wait,
No,
hold
he-
up.
So basically, you
He
was
eat
just chilling
shit.
with Brian Pumper.
No,
eat
he
shit?
came by the
Wait,
house.
He ate the shit.
He
Wait,
came.
Who? Wait,
He
whoa,
came by the
Whose
house.
house did he come by?
He came by Burbank. He came by Burbank.
Did you put a tarp
Whose
down?
house did he come by, and where the fuck was I?
You-
Because I wasn't home.
You
at
weren't
this
there.
time.
So Bumper came by with a girl and a chocolate cake.
Just to know. Hold on.
Why does not surprise
on.
me at all?
But this is fucked up because
fucking
just to
weird
know
like that.
this shit probably happened like 10 years ago, and to know the shit that went down in my house, okay?
Damn.
And I don't even fucking
Nah,
know.
you telling on-
so,
you telling
right,
on
you
yourself
telling
for
yourself.
sure.
I mean,
Who
So
cleaned
you
up?
let Brian Pumper
It's
let a
Freaky
bitch
Friday.
bring a cake, and the bitch is shitting on Brian Pumper.
No, he didn't. He produced the cake. He didn't just like walk in the front door with a chocolate cake in one hand and a bitch in the other. Like,
Oh, he made the cake.
no, he went. He went.
He let it cool down before he iced it? Like, what's going on?
This motherfucker was in the. This motherfucker was in the kitchen with a
I
chef hat
fucking
on, like
can't.
making a fucking.
Why did
cake.
he bring a
I
cake?
can't.
And why did you let him in the house?
And why did you not
Cause he would
record
come
it?
over, like he would come
This
over.
is the weirdest shit.
That is some good footage. You should have had him sign a model release, all that.
No,
I
we-
didn't even film it.
We had this yellow like green. We had this green table, and it was called the Table of Truth. So everybody would just pop into the house.
Our Clover table.
No, everybody would come and mark it.
Oh.
It was a table. It was a
Table of Truth.
Oh,
like
wait,
mark
they
it.
shit on the table?
No.
No.
Okay, good.
We just had this table
Sit.
like a Clover
And then-
table,
Yeah,
so
we're past
everybody
it.
would
I think we're
come.
past this
Yeah,
shit now.
yeah.
Okay.
We're
Yeah.
past the whole shitting part.
That is
I mean,
fucked
we've
up,
we've
yo.
had some
Freaky Friday.
stories. We've had some shit, but you know what,
That is
guys?
so fucked up.
Listen,
It's
yeah,
been fun.
So it's been fun, but we are definitely
that's-
out of time
That's it.
Really?
now.
We can't
so
continue to talk about the chocolate
you-
cake?
yeah, we can't continue.
when was
to
it
talk
made?
about Brian Pumper's
Was it
there
Duncan
frosting?
Hines or Betty Crocker?
But you guys, so let's go around the table and
Andy,
let's
right?
tell everybody what you guys got going on and where they can find you.
Oh, yeah.
Andy has a lot of shit going on, so
She
we
does.
need to know where
Yeah,
to
I
find Andy
do
at.
have a lot. You guys can look me up on Twitch, OnlyFans, Twitter, and Instagram at
Ooh,
official
Twitch.
Andy
You're a
Ray.
gamer.
I'm a gamer, so I'm actually an affiliate, so I get paid from it. So yeah, if you want to watch me game, I do that. I'm doing Call of Duty right now, but official
I
Andy
love
Ray.
Call of
I'm
Duty.
on
Andy
Twitch.
Ray.
Love
too.
Call of Duty.
Everywhere.
Cool.
I
Yeah.
never
What's your
heard of
what's
Twitch.
your
Never?
weapon of choice?
Oh,
Fighting-
I'm working on
shoot.
the AUG, but I just switched over to the M4.
Uh-huh.
So I'm working on the M4 right now.
Okay.
But I was on
You got
AUG
a
girl
scope
for a
on it,
while.
or you do?
Oh yeah, I have the thermal.
Nice.
thermal
I
on
use
my
thermal.
AUG. I like thermal.
I like
Yeah.
thermal.
So
All
But-
right.
they
yeah,
Catch
officially-
those
so I do
motherfuckers
everything.
hiding.
They lost me, but what I did learn is porn stars game.
We do
Yeah.
game. We do
Porn
game.
stars game.
All the
And-
time.
Porn stars.
All the
Yeah.
time.
Mr.
All the
Marcus,
time.
what you got
We
going
some
on?
porn star
I'm sorry.
gamers. Wait, We're going around the table.
Oh,
goddammit. That's
it's
you.
me, Alexander DeVoe. Urban X Awards all day long. It's coming up. It's Urban X Awards season. So we got announcements coming up. So you guys go to urbanxawards.com. And that's it. Gianna.
Damn, that's all you got going on?
That's it.
Anyway. So, no.
I mean, I could talk about movies, script
know.
writing, like book
Yeah,
writing, like all that
well,
type of
I hear
shit.
that.
Yeah. I'm working on my book right now.
He's working on his book right now.
congrats.
Y'all make sure y'all check the book out. When's it coming out?
Fall.
Is it a tell-all
Fall
book?
2020.
Is it
That's
a tell-all
soon.
book?
It's a
you gonna
it's a
tell
tell-all. It's a tell-all, and it's a erotic story book that I'm writing right now.
All y'all motherfuckers better be careful. Y'all know
Look
he
out
got
for
mad shit on
Crazy
all
shit.
y'all motherfuckers out here.
Change the name.
Yeah,
Anywho,
I'm doing that. I'm gonna do that.
anyway, I'm Gianna Taylor, still Cherie, whatever you guys want to call me. You know, I answered all 3 names. My Twitter is
4
I
names.
love-
Don't forget Dallas.
Oh,
Dallas.
shut your ass. That's taking it back to like the stripper days back in the day.
That's
So
fucked up.
you guys can find me at I Love Stilts.
Dallas is in there somewhere.
ILUVSTILTZ on Instagram, Facebook, all of that good stuff. And of course, I'm founder of Urban X Awards. So make sure you guys follow Urban X
Booyah.
Awards. And Urban X Awards 2020 is going down August 16th. So make sure you guys go to urbanxawards.com. We got, well, since Carmen's in the building here, we can tell y'all a little secret. Carmen is going to be hosting our red carpet at the Urban X
Wow.
Awards this year.
Yeah.
So if y'all want to come
Yeah.
to Urban X Awards, get your tickets early. Oh yeah, Rick and Gianna. Yes, I'm also known as Gianna Taylor. You guys can come see me at Dames and Games
Gianna, Texas.
twice a month. Right, Gianna, Texas. Twice a month I'm at Dames and Games. Van Nuys, second Thursday of the month, and the last Thursday of the month I'm downtown at Dames and Games for female cage fighting.
Damn.
Love that.
I host female
Heard of
cage
that.
fighting.
That's
We were there
something.
last
Heard of
night.
that.
We had a fucking ball. So anytime
Yeah.
you guys want to come, make sure y'all just pop up and say Gianna Taylor at the door. And also,
And still
any
pay.
ladies on the feed, I host a twerk contest, and our next twerk contest
twerk.
is coming to Blue Zebra on March 21st. So
Can I judge that?
Yeah,
Can I
you
be
can
one of the judges?
absolutely judge the
Oh,
twerk
okay.
contest. So I have a twerk contest going on at Blue Zebra. So you guys make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. I post up everything on Instagram. And yeah, is that all I have going on?
That's a
Yeah,
lot.
I think that's all I have going on
Carmen.
right now. So we're going to go over
We're-
to
we're-
Carmen and urbanxawards.com. All right.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. Okay, well, I'm just starting off fresh again. You know, I was retired, so I'm coming from under that rock. And I have a website coming out this summer. It's called CarmenReloaded.com.
Damn.
So look for that.
Reloaded.
The launching will be this summer. Stay tuned. You can find all the propaganda from my Instagram, which is Play with Hayes. That's PlayWithHayes. And I just started my OnlyFans page like yesterday, so we'll see how that that goes.
yesterday.
And it's right, I did for real, because I was like, I'm on the late train, you know.
really late.
I know, but
It's all good, though.
It's at Carmen Hayes.
Better late
so,
than never.
Yeah, so check me out and come see what kind of twisted bullshit I got going on.
Damn.
Y'all heard
Pegging,
that now.
pegging,
Pegging.
pegging,
We're
pegging.
going over
Peeing
to
on
Mr.
motherfuckers.
I'm gonna go look.
It's gonna be waterboarding and shit. She's like, "This is how you waterboard." I don't
Bukkake.
think so.
I'm
Oh,
curious.
And Mr. Marcus, what you got going on up in this?
Well, I got my second call back at Jack in the Box, so
Damn.
I'm hoping. I hope to be making tacos pretty soon.
He gonna be slanging dagger light
You
and
know,
Jack in the
they
Box.
call me back, so
He
it's
said,
the
Marcus,
second
can you
time.
get your dick out of her mouth? Put the
What's up
dicks
with that
down.
accent though?
Put the dicks down.
Get back over there and flip those fries. Get the hell out of there.
What are you
in
gangbanging
in
in the back
real
for?
life, Marcus? What we got
Get your
going
dick out of her eyes.
Marcus, we
Y'all don't want that food. Y'all
we
don't
have
want
an
that
event
food.
coming up in March, right? Is it March or April?
Yeah, we're
or
trying.
May?
We got a
It's
thing.
May,
We're
right?
working with some vendors out here in Southern California, LA. Pop up seduction.
Yeah.
So we trying to give that for the lovers and the those seeking love and those who are, who want. I don't know, inspiration, sexual inspiration.
It's just a lot of stuff going on.
Artistic contribution or something.
Yes.
I don't know. We working on that, but anyways, that we still in the beginning stages of that.
Well, you can always find Mr. Marcus at Dames and Games with me because he's always there.
Yeah, I should start getting paid.
Marcus is like
You
Joe
know
Blow.
what I mean? Like Marcus, yeah.
I think I need to check.
You ever seen that
you
movie?
need a check. We're gonna get you a check. Don't worry about it.
You seen
We're gonna get you back on the
You
payroll.
seen Dolomite?
I think you was there for like two times, right?
You seen Dolomite?
I love that shit.
I want to do.
You
Dolomite.
remember?
You know what Eddie Murphy?
I look
Eddie
like Rudy.
Murphy. I'm talking about the original one. That
Oh,
shit
the
was
original one.
hilarious.
I
yeah.
love him.
So
I
guys,
love
we-
You remember,
we
the
like
scene
been out of
with
time.
the dude Joe Blow with the girl and shit? I am Joe Blow, the lover man.
Never been.
Bitch, I'm not giving you no $100.
I think Marcus just lives life. I have to say, Marcus just lives
like
life. He's
smile.
always like
That's a good way to
smiling.
say it.
This
I swear,
motherfucker-
you know what's
This
funny?
nigga be
Somebody
everywhere.
wrote.
He just pop up on the scene all the time.
I'ma tell y'all
Always,
some real.
somebody rode past you the other day and they called me and
He
it
was
was like, "Yo,
smiling?
I just saw Mr. Marcus."
He was
Right.
smiling.
And it's funny because they said he was just smiling.
With his hat on.
It'd be the funniest shit. Like me and Marcus always get into these arguments on the phone. Like he'll call me.
We do text.
We do.
Text. We
I'm
text
talking about on the phone.
Y'all
Like,
terrorists text each
on
other.
the phone, no, on the phone, I'm screaming like I'm just like, Marcus, and he just like, brother, it's just the way you say stuff to people. I'm just like, dude, I'm screaming on the phone. He's like, Defoe, you know what I mean? Like, and I look on his Instagram, he got his shirt off, smiling and oiled up and shit. I'm just
What's
like-
your sign? What's your zodiac sign? I gotta know, man. Are you like an Earth sign? Like, what are you?
I'm
What's
an
your
Earth sign.
What are you? Taurus?
Virgo.
Virgo.
Oh, okay.
That sounds
I
about
don't
right.
know, but I don't. Yeah,
All right,
I'm
y'all.
chill. I'm chill.
You don't have to identify with it.
Listen,
Can I shout out my OnlyFans real quick?
yeah,
Go ahead.
we
Do it.
was waiting
I
for
was
you to
trying to
shout
get
out
there.
something.
We're
Come
talking
on.
about-
Go ahead.
We
All right,
was
so
waiting.
my OnlyFans because it's some good shit going on over
It
there.
is?
Yep.
Tell me about it later.
Okay, what's
I'll
your
tell you about it.
OnlyFans?
OnlyFans.com/aka Mr. Marcus. Check that out.
That's what's up.
Yeah, well, y'all check out Mr. Marcus.
It's all that explicit shit.
all
That's
the
good.
new explicit shit.
Gotta love OnlyFans.
Y'all make sure y'all.
So that is a wrap for another episode of Freaky Fridays with myself, Alexander DeVoe, and
Gianna Taylor.
we'll see y'all here again
We'll
next
see you guys next Friday.
See y'all later.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was fun. My ears were hurting.
Hi, Reggie.
Yeah, he was talking about me. What you say when he said that? You ain't even get him, you ain't even scrap. I don't see a bruise, I don't see a scratch. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. Tell your partner something, he run his mouth. Put him on the leg, sleep on the couch. Pillow talk, when he sleep, he run his mouth. Psh, that's why trust me. Dude's five for my granny, but it's rusty. Adios on that bread, just like lunch meat. Get hung like a rope if you jump me. Hunting, psh, we go hunting. And we'll treat a line like a turkey. Hurt me, psh, you can't hurt me. 2, 2, 3 going through Hercules. Psh, let me pop it. Adios trying to pass John Stockton. Before rapping the trap, I was robbing. Now I beat the beat up like I'm Hopkins. You was broke, no help, yeah, me too. All the fake love I can see through. Hated on you then, now they need you. Had money broke out like the mix, bitch.
89.
I have a job, so a nigga had to rob. Never been a lane, got a gang from the block. Sold cocaine, put a flame on the Glock. New pair of shoes, put a nigga in a box. You dealing with a straight nigga. Bitch, I'm out here. Be the case in your face, I did not snitch. Niggas lame in the tank, you ain't sock shit. Always talking about your ops, you ain't drop shit, bitch. Go to Granny for some wisdom.